Hello, hello. What's up, people? It is Saturday. We're running a few minutes late. Sorry for that. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. But welcome back to our 10th episode of Square One. The usual suspects are here. Myself, Man Mardigan, Man Diesel. Anzo will be joining us shortly. But how y'all doing today, fellas?
I'm fine. Waking up, still getting in that zone.
I'm good. Recovering from that defeat last night.
Oh yeah.
Still representing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I know y'all Canadians got to represent. So
We got nothing left in it.
I would officially say I'm sorry. That y'all be watching from home with the rest of us. But maybe my Lakers will win one for you.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Lakers Clippers series. That should be exciting ball to watch.
Sure.
Did Anzo get you the shirt, Man Diesel?
No, we were supposed to hook up, but I guess we were both busy during the week. I told him I guess I'm going to have to represent it next weekend.
That'll work.
Looking forward to it.
Well, we got several topics to discuss today. Our first six will be NBA as usual, and then we will do the second half of the show with the NFL. So let's go ahead and go to our first question. First question is, the Eastern Conference Finals is set. Who do you have your money on, the Celtics or the Heat? The Eastern Conference Finals is set. Who do you have your money on, the Celtics or the Heat?
Well, by default, it's going to be Boston. Just because I don't care about either one of these teams. Like, who did Boston get beat? Whoever it was. I didn't even know that they were playing.
The Bucks, wasn't it? I think
Boston just beat Toronto.
Toronto, okay.
Okay, yeah. No, so Boston, I mean, just by default, I'm a Red Sox fan, thus making me a Celtics fan adjacent. So, and plus Miami, they have no one. We went over this last week. We could name like one player and recognize two others. So, then again, if you push me right now, I don't know if I can name a single Celtic. I'll be honest. I don't give a shit about them either.
I had to download them because I couldn't remember their names in the back room.
Couldn't tell you.
I'm going to have to go with Miami because I just feel that because of the fact that we can only name really one guy on that team and they just seem to be dominating every round they're in, I don't see no reason why they can't continue that.
Well, I do know on the Celtics is Jadam. There's a Brown fella. I can't think of the guy that they got from Utah a few years ago got hurt. The white
Miami?
small forward.
What? Not Drago, right?
Celtics.
Oh. Well, I
Oh.
got him here. Who you want to know? Who you want to know? Jaylen Brown?
I was saying I know there's Jaylen Brown. There's Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
There's a white guy that came from Utah that was supposed to be such a
Daniel
big.
Theis?
No,
Is that centerman? No.
but he hurt his leg the first game of season last year.
Oh, okay. I know you're talking about. That's Hayward.
Yeah, Gordon Hayward.
Gordon Hayward. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the only ones I know on the Celtics, right off the top of my head.
Well, I think Jason Tatum is a superstar in the making. Superstar in the making.
I do too.
Yeah.
I said it before.
Who's that? Boston?
Tatum, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't like the so in 2K21, like you can't change the color in my career of like their accessories or whatever for like the arm sleeves or whatever. So they're stuck at white, even though you have like green, like the in black shoe, like it's just all I gotta accessorize when I play, so that's why I don't really know much about the Celtics.
My God. Really?
Yeah, I try to. Yeah, I know how much you enjoy us talking about 2K21.
Well, I know for one thing that their general manager Danny Ainge has been kind of like a mastermind for us making picks. So I'm curious to see who he's going to pick up. I think he got several first round picks left, if I'm not mistaken, from previous trades and this kind of stuff. So I think that if they don't do it this year, it's my understanding. Well, it's my belief that they need to put players around that's going to help Hayward and Tatum, which I think are their two legitimate superstars.
Anzo's here, by the way. I'm fine leaving him in the back. Yeah.
Guys just leaving me in
What's
the
up,
back.
Anzo?
What's up, man? What the hell, Danny?
I told him.
Trying to get the stuff
Uploaded,
downloaded.
Yep. Okay. Did we get
But
through
the
the
first question
was
was, who's your money on, Miami or is your money on the Celtics?
Well, we talked backstage, and I'm gonna go with the Celtics. I think the Celtics are gonna go to the finals. Plus, with the way this NBA is going, what better draw do you get than to have a Lakers Celtics finals? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't get no better than that for the NBA. So, unfortunately,
I didn't even think about that, but that's a good point. I never thought about that. But you're right.
Yeah, I like to go with sometimes this conspiracies of the NBA, and what I know is like, I think Lakers Celtics would draw more fans to watch the games, so they may actually push towards a Lakers Celtics finals. God, I hope not.
That would bring back some nostalgia, though.
Yep. LeBron James beats the Celtics in the finals, one of the top franchises in the NBA. You know what I mean?
Oh my God! Yeah, I have
to exactly. Exactly.
Wait, so it's either going to be the Lakers and the Celtics, or Miami and Clippers?
Well,
no, I don't think the Clippers are going to make it.
I don't think Clippers are beating the Lakers either. I'm sorry.
Just imagine, like, their ratings are low enough. Imagine having the finals be the Clippers and the Heat.
Well, Kawhi Leonard, man, he's kind of a box office, but it's not like
to NBA fans. But
yeah, right.
The finals, are supposed to be bringing in people who don't follow basketball.
So what better route would do that? Lakers Celtics, right?
Yeah. But that's just barely, because I am a basketball fan ish, and I forgot that the Celtics were even in the playoffs, like, altogether.
No, I didn't. They were going off.
I forgot Miami Heat existed.
They haven't lost a game in the playoffs.
Who?
Nope.
Miami.
They're undefeated, bro.
Undefeated.
They're undefeated in the playoffs. So
That's
Jimmy
crazy.
Butler, he whatever he's doing, boy, he is not playing. I think he realizes that this is his time where he can get that super contract. Because if I'm not mistaken, in the NBA, if you get a all NBA or all defense, that you are considered to get a super contract, super deal, or the max deal.
The max, the max.
No, the max deal depends on how long you've been with a franchise. So he hasn't been with Miami long enough to get the max that he could have got. That's why everybody was so surprised when Kawhi Leonard left the Spurs, right? Because the Spurs were the only team that could have paid him the most. So he lost about 30-something million leaving the Spurs.
I thought it had something to do also if you make the All NBA first or second team and all defense first or second team too.
First could be for bonuses, but when it comes to the maximum contract, you have to be with the team for 7 years. I think it's 7 or 10 years, something like that.
Okay.
Or be like a LeBron or Giannis, right? You know what I mean? So something like that. I don't know. The details are always changing for the contracts, to be honest with you.
I don't think it's 7, because if that's the case, LeBron James would never.
Yeah, I don't think it's 7 either. You're right. But the contracts are always changing. So, and I guess depending on the player as well, too. So I'm not too sure how it works, but I can check. I can find out.
I'm not that interested in it.
I am. So you find out. Let me know. Question number 2: the Denver Nuggets force a game 6. Do you think they can win and force a game 7?
Wait, who are they playing?
The Clippers.
The Nuggets playing the Clippers.
Oh, so y'all is completely like, yeah, it's gonna be the Clippers and the Lakers are gonna beat the Clippers. Y'all don't give a shit about Denver.
We don't, because nobody don't think they're gonna be able to beat them.
Oh, yeah,
Not realistically.
I think the only way Denver wins is because the Clippers lose. Because
so the outcome of every game, like that
what
happens.
I'm trying to say, pound for pound, if the Clippers are on their game, Denver has no chance.
Okay, so
Denver looks like a team in the making.
So Danny,
Clippers look like this is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry for cutting you off. My bad.
I was just saying the Clippers look like a team with a mission. Denver looks like a team building for the future.
Mm. They are building for the future. They have a great team. But before I get into that, I'll just say for the contracts, very few players qualify for a Supermax contract. First, only a player that has or will have completed 8 years of NBA service by the end of his current contract is eligible to sign a Supermax deal, which can only be offered by the team that drafted him or traded for his rookie contract.
What?
Yeah.
That's smart.
Okay.
That's smart. That's a good retention for superstars. You know what I mean?
That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to stop players from leaving teams.
But it didn't work because what's the team that played for the blue point guard that played for the Celtics now? He came from Charlotte Hornets.
Kemba?
Oh, you talking about Kemba?
Kemba Walker.
Walter?
Kemba Walker walked away from like 30 million bucks.
So did Kawhi.
Charlotte. Yeah, but Kawhi probably gonna get it back in doggone endorsements, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think Kemba Walker gonna get. I don't think Kemba Walker got the star appeal that Kawhi does.
Yeah, but he's in a bigger market though. So even his local, his local, what's doing ads and shit, local sponsors and shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of that will be far more in revenue, in like profit for him than it would have been in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, you're right. He'll definitely be, because he'll probably. Sorry, go ahead, Danny.
Charlotte's called the Queen City. If you ever been to Charlotte before, it may be small as it relates to NBA, but you can get a lot of stuff done in Charlotte. Let's not forget. Yeah.
But I feel like it's small.
Player ever lives in Charlotte. That's Michael Jordan. So,
but that doesn't.
I wouldn't mind. I'm just saying, if a billionaire, the first billionaire basketball player, lives there, why would I not leave there and try to learn everything I can from him and partner with him and do this kind of stuff? That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's if he wants to partner with you going there. What I'm saying is you just added one person to their population. Boston, not to mention the Boston's closeness to New York. You have an entirely different, like huge, like there's a market for you to do advertisings and stuff like that.
I'm not disagreeing that, but if I stay, I got $30 million plus I got Michael Jordan, business partner, because that's his point guard. So why would he not help his point guard be successful in life after basketball? That's all I'm saying. New York going and forging new relationships better than already forging one with the richest basketball player ever.
But maybe him and Jordan didn't get along.
Yeah,
that's possible. That's possible. But I do believe if I played for Michael Jordan, just me now, I'd be preparing for life after basketball. Because you only got 15 to 18 years basketball.
Which is why he may have wanted to go to Boston to have more opportunities to sell his image in a bigger market.
Not even sell his image. Win a championship. Like if you're on a team where you're not going to have a chance to ever win a championship, and you can go to Celtics where you're in the running as a contender all the time, I would go with the contender because that's what everybody plays for. They want to win. Nobody wants to end up like Charles Barkley.
I would like to end up like Charles Barkley.
Hey, I would too, but I mean, I would too. You know,
Charles, you want to trade right now?
Right.
Us, but I mean, if you're in the NBA, you don't want to end
I hear what you're saying.
without a ring. You just don't.
You go there for a championship.
I think it depends on where you're at in the level of NBA. Like if you're like the 8th person on the roster, fuck yeah, trade for Charles Barkley's outcome.
Oh yeah,
that sounds nice.
Yeah. If you're on a team like you're on the bench or whatever, and you're like never have an opportunity, then yeah, I can understand that. But Kemba Walker is a good player, and if he went to a contender, he could help them win. So,
well, that's to be seen.
Well, they're in the Western Conference Finals now, Eastern Conference Finals now.
Yeah, but they ain't put that ring on yet,
and they probably won't. But
and then whoever wins this besides LeBron, they're gonna look at this as a tainted season.
I agree, but I'm gonna look at it as a tainted season. Even if LeBron, actually, I'm gonna think of it more of a tainted season if LeBron wins. If someone else wins, I'll be like, no, it's cool. You know, but if LeBron wins, yeah, this season was tainted for sure.
See that? That's straight up hater right there. See that? That is great.
You think? Hold on. So, because we all know how close the NBA and China are, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think that
China, how they work? I don't know about now.
Yeah, that's true. But do you think China may have released the COVID to make this bubble so that LeBron James will have a better chance at winning a championship? You think it goes that deep, Anzo?
I never said it does.
That's what I heard.
I never said it does. But hey,
sounds
man,
like you want to rename it the LeBron vid.
Who did they call to win the championship before they started playing? LeBron and the Lakers. So
and it wasn't working out. They're like, quick, do we have any viruses we can release?
It's going out just the way it's planned out to be. So I don't know. I don't know about the virus part, but right now everything is going in favor of LeBron.
Oh man, sorry. Now I just have this whole scenario in my head of them releasing it just for LeBron James in my head.
Well, let's not act like the NBA doesn't have a black mark when it comes to fixing games, because they do.
Where? Who?
The ref, Doherty.
Nope.
What do you mean no?
He was set up.
What do you mean he was set up?
By the Illuminati.
Oh God. Yeah, let's not get into that.
Danny's not even paying attention. I can talk about weird shit.
Heard about that Illuminati. Trying to send out these links.
What I will say, oh yeah, let me send out too. What I will say is that Sacramento Lakers game is one of the games they talk about a lot, and that game was very suspect when it came to the calls. Very, very suspect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't like to sit here and say, "Oh yeah, the NBA is fixed," because I don't want to believe that. But there's some things where you just have to question and be like, "Really?"
Yeah, like this is some odd timing for this pandemic to hit.
Oh, I don't know if it's odd timing because we've been in it for almost a fucking year now. So
yeah, and finally LeBron is, getting ready to win a championship with the Lakers and the biggest franchise in the NBA.
He would have won anyways.
But this way, now we can guarantee it.
I'm not saying we can guarantee it, but it's close to being guaranteed. It's very close to being guaranteed. It depends on what happens with the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is one of those guys who stops guys from winning championships. So this is what I'm hoping. And I'm hoping he stops LeBron and then goes to the finals and then lose to the Celtics or the Miami Heat. I'll be good with that. I will be so good with that. As long as one of those two players do not win this title, I'll be fine with that.
I do want LeBron in the finals because I think it's better if he loses in the finals. Personally, this makes me happier.
It would make me happier too because it kills the greatest of all time talk. You know what I mean? But
I'm talking like less than 2 seconds left, game 7. They're down by 2. He shoots and airballs a 3. That's what I want.
Ugh. I would love that too. I don't see that happening, but
no, he would never take that shot. You kidding?
Haterade, buddy.
I'm not gonna say he wouldn't take the shot. He would take it, He would take it. I think LeBron would take the shot, but he always looks for the better shot. But if there's no better shot, he'll take that shot. I don't think LeBron's scared to take that last shot. I really don't. I just think he looks for the better shot, and sometimes it's not always him that has the best shot, right? Because because when you're playing that close and you're in that kind of a close game at the end, the focus will always be on LeBron. Always.
That's why he's no Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan's giving up.
Michael wants that ball. He wants to shoot that ball, and he is going to do it.
He's given it up. He's given it up before, though.
So I think
not the last shot.
Yes.
No. Okay.
Paxson.
Twice.
Okay,
Kerr and Paxson, 2 occasions. But LeBron seems like he does it all the time, to the point where Dwayne Wade even said, "Aren't you the guy supposed to be taking that shot?" Come on, you know what I'm talking about, Onzo.
Yeah, but those are okay. But those are 2 examples. But I mean, if you go back during a season or other playoffs games, I'm pretty sure there's more times he's given up the shot. Michael Jordan is a skilled player. He's gonna give up the best shot. It's not, if he doesn't have the best shot, he's gonna give it up.
My point being is, Michael wants to take the last shot. He wants the ball. It doesn't look like LeBron wants to take the last shot. He wants the ball, but he doesn't want to shoot it. Michael will give it up if he has no shot, but LeBron's giving it up regardless if he has a shot.
Here, let me say this, because you're gonna like this one, Onzo. I think Luka has more of that Mamba, that Michael Jordan venom when it comes to that, like taking those last shots.
Yes.
Than LeBron has ever had.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe.
He will step back, take
this kid's 21 years old. He's already showing it. He showed more in 2 seasons than LeBron did since he came in. Actually, no, sorry. LeBron was kind of dangerous in the first, maybe the 3rd year. But killer instinct, we all said it. That's what he's lacking, Onzo. So how could you be questioning it now?
I'm not saying he doesn't have it, but you guys are acting like he just don't want to take the shot, and I disagree with that.
But that's the impression he lets people have.
No, LeBron goes for the best option. That's what he does.
I think his heart pumps Kool-Aid. That's all I'm saying.
And I understand that, and that's fine. But for me, I'm just going to sit there and say LeBron looks for the best shot. It's not always him that takes the last shot because he looks for the best shot. Does he want to take the shot? I don't know if he does. But sometimes he
doesn't come off like it. That's all I'm saying.
But he has done it.
I think he goes around a lot of stuff in his head because he knows he's not a strong free throw shooter. So if he can find somebody that's better or a better shot, I think he'll take it. But if he doesn't find a better option, then he will take the shot.
But that's a problem too, because now he's already planning out. Well, I'm not going to make it.
Too many options. Too many options.
No,
but that's why they say he was
going to make it.
That's why they say he has a high basketball IQ, because you got to think about it. You can't think about just one thing. You got to step. If I make the shot, then da da da. If I don't make the shot, da da da. That's why he was so mad at old boy last year,
J.R. Smith.
When he made the wrong play. And listen, and now y'all should feel bad because y'all making me defend this motherfucker. You know I don't.
I don't feel bad because listen, he does not want to take that shot. When Kobe has that ball, it's clear as day. Everybody in the world know Kobe wants to take that shot.
You think?
You're right. But Kobe, as great as he was, Kobe was also a master of making very bad shots.
But he's willing to put that risk out there.
That's the thing.
You know what? Someone posed something to me. Sorry to cut you off, man. Someone posed something to me. And I was asked if I was a gambler, and I said no because I don't gamble. But at the same time, if you weigh out that question fully, I do gamble because I like to take chances. Or if you give me an ultimatum, I'm there. Where other people are like, well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. LeBron comes off as that guy, like, well, I don't know. Let me see. What are my options? Right. And the other guys, like Michael and Kobe, are like, yeah, I'll do it. Give it to me. I'll do it. And if I have to pass it to somebody, I will. But I'm not like, what are my options?
Yeah. Yeah. So, you would never see Kobe and MJ like, let's see, if I miss it, how are my free throw percentages this year versus my, you know what I mean? No, give me the ball. I'm going to make it. not planning out what happens if he doesn't make it. And I think the high basketball IQ is an excuse to cover up that lack of venom, that lack of
I have
soul.
to agree with you, Matt. I have to agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, because you can plan all that out, but
I hear what you say, but
LeBron has 18 game winners during his career.
Cool.
18.
Okay, but how many of those are season and how many of those are playoffs?
But I'm just telling you in general.
I'm not taking it away from him, Monzo.
Jordan has 25. And Kobe has, and these are just game winners. So that's in playoffs and in regular season, I'm guessing. And Kobe has 27. So Kobe has more game winners than LeBron and Jordan.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Okay.
Kobe will shoot from anywhere.
So just saying that, even though he has 18, and we know that LeBron is always looking for the best player, that does not show that he does not want to take that last shot. Just doesn't. Those are stats.
Well, also, to make this comparison, though, you would have to know how many situations each one of them was in to make a game-winning shot, too.
No. It's game-winning shots between season and regular season for both, for all of them.
No, that's not what you're not hearing me. What I'm saying is that to make this comparison, you would have to know how many game-winning shots they didn't take, like how many opportunities to win the game did each player have, and how many of those
that's almost impossible.
Nobody keeps that stat.
Yeah, there's
no shit, because everybody knows it's Mamba and MJ.
But what I'm trying to say is, regardless, he's still taking 18. I don't know how many he could have taken and passed up. He's still taking 18. We don't know how many Jordan has passed up. We don't know how many Kobe has passed up. But the point is, he still takes that shot. And let's be real. When the Kobe and Shaq era, for the first maybe 2 championships, I'd like to say, it was Shaq that dominated most of those games.
Yeah,
it was Shaq, and it was Shaq.
I love this conversation because right now Anzo went back on stats. You heard that, Mendizel? Stats.
Yes, I did. When it's in his favor, stats always come in.
So when I pull stats, I don't want to hear nothing else. But that's the numbers. That's what I'm gonna say.
No.
Do that. And I agree with Anzo. I agree with you. You won this one. Yeah, I agree with you. So when it comes stats times, I'm on stats.
No.
So wait. If Anzo's point is correct, that means LeBron is a GOAT.
No, because we don't know how many opportunities he had.
Because if his point is correct, we're saying he lacks that killer instinct to take the whole game in his hands. I think he lacks that. And if he had that, if he has as many championships as Michael and he has all those fucking awards for breaking records, he is the GOAT. So why isn't he the GOAT? Why isn't he the GOAT, Anzo?
Hold on. That is why I will say he will. If he beats, hold on, let me finish. If he gets,
did I say anything?
You were about to. You look like you were about to.
No, I'm going to let you talk because I want to hear you defend this.
Okay. Your eyebrows had so much to say.
If LeBron ties Jordans in championships, wins more MVPs, and beats all his records, I don't care what anybody wants to say, that one little killer instinct that you hold against him is not enough to say he's not the greatest of all.
But it's okay. You're allowed to have your 1% opinion. If you do a survey, let him do all those accolades you mentioned and do a worldwide survey. If LeBron's the GOAT or Michael, I'm willing to put any dollar that's owned to my name and anything that's written with my name on it, wager against you that you will lose.
Okay, if you say so.
Well, the panel, what do you guys think? It's not just me and you, Anzo. It's not just me and you. Because I know I heard Danny say maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, he don't care how many championships LeBron wins.
But that's you and us. Who the hell are we?
I said Danny. I didn't say me. I said Danny.
That's what I said. I said it's you and us.
No,
who the hell are we? I said us, as in me, you, Mads, everybody. Who are us? But if we're going to talk about the analysts, the people that know the game, right? They will guarantee you say that LeBron is better than Jordan. I'm telling you. There will be a few that don't.
I am yet to see that once yet.
What? Kendrick Perkins already says it.
He's an idiot. Kendrick Perkins was bashing the Raptors on Wednesday, and then he's saying they're going to win the East on Thursday.
My point is, he said it. There's other guys that have said it too. It's just not as much. Plus, he hasn't tied Jordan in championships yet.
Kendrick Perkins said it, so he can get airtime. Airtime. You're going to say a stupid comment like that.
Let him win 3 in a row. Allen Iverson said it.
So topic number 3.
Allen Iverson said Jordan. Hold on. Allen Iverson said it. So what are you going to say about him?
He's an idiot too. He's on Skid Row too. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Okay, so I'm not saying everyone's on the Jordan bandwagon. I'm saying majority.
You never heard it.
Majority. I've never heard it. I personally have never heard it. You're telling me all these people. If I don't see them, why should I believe you? Because you're calling out random names that
No. To back Anzo up
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, to back Anzo up. We talked about AI. You were on the panel.
Because on the show.
Remember, I said that. Look, I love the answer, but not to this question.
But I'm telling you, whether we had the topic or not, I was not watching TV and seeing Allen Iverson saying LeBron is better than Michael.
Whether you've seen it or not, it was said, and I brought it up on the show, so it was said.
Anyways, whatever.
See,
I don't know what I'm arguing.
Topic 3. I can tell when it's time.
With the Buck and the Raps eliminated and the Clippers in a battle with Denver, do you think there's anyone that can beat the Lakers? Question 3. With the Bucks and Raps eliminated and the Clippers in a battle with Denver, do you think there's anyone that can beat the Lakers? I will say if the Lakers win today, they're going to get at least 2 or 3 days rest. Versus if Clippers play tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, they may get a day rest and then they have to play. That's going to be to LeBron's and AD's and Rondo's advantage. And as you know, Rondo always turns it on during playoff time, and he's been turning on these last few games. Mm-hmm. So I hope they take him to the 7 game. I hope they be tired because then Mr. The Claw can't do his game management. He's going to have to play. So I want him to play just like LeBron going to play. And like I said,
yourself, Danny.
No, I'm not going to phantom zone myself.
Please, phantom zone yourself.
That's why I like this bubble because they're going to be on that home court advantage bull crap. It's going to be my 5 better than your 5.
So, am I going to have to get another text with capital LAKERS again? Huh?
Probably.
That's not cool, man.
I know I have to get that Spurs if they was in there.
No, I'd be humble, bro. I'm like Tim Duncan. I'm a humble winner. When I win, I'm cool. I humble.
You know who says that they are a humble winner? People who are not humble.
Yeah.
Extremely. I am.
No. When I'm the best, I'm humble about being the best. You know?
Yeah.
I don't ever bring up how I'm the best.
Never.
Okay, so who do y'all think?
I think Lakers are going all the way.
Yeah.
Mr. Roberto?
I'm going to be the spoiler. I think the Clippers.
You know he left your team, right? Like you don't have to keep supporting him blindly.
It's okay. It's it is what it is. It is what it is. When I see the Clippers in sync, they're a good fucking team. That's all I could say.
Yeah, but I don't think that they're.
Sorry,
I don't think that their 3 is better than the Lakers 3.
But it's not always about better. It's who's in sync at the right time. You know, I've seen the Lakers lose to teams that they shouldn't even have been on the same court with. So
I think they play. I think they play as LeBron does. If LeBron is hyper focused and he attacks the basket, and they outscoring the rebounds, they're usually going to win.
I'm not calling it an easy win. I think it's going to go 7.
I'm thinking 6.
6.
Lakers in 6.
Yeah.
I think Clippers are going to be tired, right? Lakers are smoking Houston, and Houston's a better team than Denver. Well, I guess if you put the numbers, I think Houston's defense sucks. I personally think they're overrated, but I mean, they had a better record, so they were considered the better team, and Lakers are running right through them. like right
So
through
does
them.
that mean Miami's going to sweep Boston in 6 or 5 or?
Well, that wouldn't be a sweep.
Miami's been sitting. Well, Miami's been sitting. They haven't lost a game yet. Boston went 7. So if the same scenario is made with how we're looking at the West, that means Miami's taking Boston out easily.
No, because
why not?
Because the West
Lakers.
Because the West is always considered the tougher.
No, I'm just saying.
conference.
Anzo said that the Clippers may have to play 7 games, so they're going to be tired.
Mm-hmm.
Boston played 7 games where Miami only played 4. They've been resting since when?
Yeah, but they don't have LeBron and AD.
No, but
that's my point, though. They have the two best players on.
Then it's just rest has nothing to do with it. Then, right?
It don't if you don't have 2 of the best players.
Right.
Miami don't have the top 5 players in the whole NBA. Doggone Lakers and LA together got the top 4 or top 5.
If you guys want to hand it to the Lakers, go right ahead.
Yeah, I have no problem with
that.
I'm not saying
but you guys were not, it wasn't so easy when the bubble just started. There was all kinds of names mentioned. When I was saying if AD and LeBron are on point, they're going to be very hard to beat. No one was jumping on that.
I never called anybody other than the Lakers to win it.
But your point, Mendizo, that goes back to, like I told you, it's a whole different ball game in the bubble because you don't have that crowd backing you up.
No home
the so-called 6 men. So that's why I like this atmosphere better. I've always said that since we started playing, that it's just team against team. And I think that I think that LeBron James, Rondo, and AD are better than Jimmy and whoever the rest of the people on this team. I don't even know their names. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Rest or no rest.
And I called Lakers from the start. I even said I didn't want this fucking bubble shit to happen.
But who did Miami beat? Who did Miami beat? Milwaukee, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Isn't Milwaukee a much better team than Miami?
No, dude. They got swept.
Per bench players, all-stars.
Apparently not.
There's one on my guys. Are we on the same page here? You're talking about all-stars when I'm talking the West and East. Now I'm talking about Boston and Miami, right? Boston has a bunch of all-stars.
I'm going back to that same thing, as I always said. When you don't have that crowd support and you don't have home court advantage, that levels the playing field for everybody.
Okay.
And
that's going to be my ultimate argument.
And I will say that the Bucks did have one of the best players in the league, but that team was not better than Miami.
They are pound for pound on paper better than Miami. You guys but that's what I'm saying. Miami should not have beaten Milwaukee.
No, because on paper on paper and reality are 2 different things. In reality,
in the world of sports, there's always a favorite. The favorites don't always win.
You're exactly right, but they were the favorite. And they lost because Miami was a better team. They couldn't even win one game.
Because being in sports, I'm not saying I know everything. I'm just telling you, in sports, it don't matter how fucking good you are. If you're not in sync, you're losing.
Well,
Lakers did not go undefeated all year. Lakers lost to some teams that, on paper, they should have not lost to. That's what I'm just trying to say.
But
what you got to see too, Diesel, is that in the regular season they were playing back-to-back nights some nights. They said it in the last. If you watch Undisputed, they were talking about how the flying and stuff wears on the body.
Pays a toll.
They don't have none of that now.
But listen, this whole
that's why the Lakers are playing better. That's why Miami are playing better. Miami was never They ain't never won 7 games straight in the regular season.
And sometimes you go into a game like let's say you're going to play the Phoenix Suns. The Lakers know they're going to win that game, so they're like, whatever. They take it for granted sometimes.
Listen, about the whole
being come out as hard.
Like you're discounting the other team, taking your team out of sync. You're like, well, they weren't in sync tonight. Why weren't they in sync? Because the other team played a defense to where it took them out of sync.
Absolutely.
So that plays a big
I have
factor
to
in.
disagree there. I have to disagree.
Kawhi, they did
because if you saw the game where Toronto, where Toronto was like 2 for 19, they missed uncontested shots. So what defense is that?
No, that
uncontested. It
that
happens.
happens.
I don't care
why
who you are.
Why would they have to take those shots? Why were they having to take those shots?
No, but those shots were made majority of the time.
No,
but they hit a bump. They hit a bump. It happens.
Yes,
you can hit a series and hit a bump. It happens.
You're right.
But what I'm saying is that's not the case every time.
Exactly. There are different aspects to a game, right? And that's how the Toronto Raptors were able to beat Milwaukee last year. Is because
you guys got the Lakers and the Celtics, right? All three of them.
Yeah.
I picked Celtics, but yeah, I got the Lakers going for sure.
Yeah, so Lakers and Celtics. Danny, you're in there too.
I got Lakers. I'm not sure about Miami or.
I got the boring one. Then
I'm not sure.
I'm the heel. I got the boring one
because I don't know. Well, I know nothing. I know nothing about hockey. That is your expertise. I'm sure there's some games you be like, there ain't no way this team gonna beat such and such, and then them suckers get inspired or do whatever the hell it is. The next thing you know, they don't.
It's all about momentum. It's all about momentum. If you ride it all the way through. A hot streak, you ride it all the way through. That's when these teams that, that's why I love March Madness, because you don't even know who these guys are. This team is ranked number 12. Nobody knows any of these guys, but because their coach has them believing that they're the greatest team, they run on this so-called Cinderella thing.
Okay, but
they beat teams they should not even be. When they walk in the gym, everyone's laughing. Who are these guys? Like Loyola Marymount.
But you can be taken out of that momentum, out of that wave.
You could. Reality could hit, or you could hit a bump.
Yeah, look at the New England Patriots when they went undefeated. And then I saw as much momentum as you could possibly have because you haven't lost shit. And then in the Super Bowl, they lost. Why? Well, it wasn't because they didn't show up.
That team played better. There could be several scenarios. Mm-hmm. You're right, Matt. I'm not arguing what you guys are saying, but you're leaving out the scenario that I'm bringing to the table. It's not so guaranteed. It's not so guaranteed.
We're not saying it's guaranteed.
But you sound like it. You guys sound like it with the Lakers.
I'm saying if we have to make a choice based on what we've seen, based on our experience, based on what we see of the player, my choice and my pick is I think going to be the Lakers definitely going to go because I think they're going to outplay the Clippers. I can't guarantee that. If I'm wrong, I'll be like, okay, they outplay.
I have to be honest with you guys. I have not seen a Lakers game yet, so I don't even know how they look. So I can't argue.
I'm telling you, Rondo is playing. Rondo is playing lights out.
Mm-hmm. Really? Huh?
Yeah, he's back.
I don't know. So it's now that I'm thinking that I haven't seen them play, so I don't know. They are dominating Houston, but like Anzo said, Houston's defense ain't shit.
Look, I haven't seen them play at all, but I would still put Anzo's life on the line if I had to.
And I would return the favor, my friend.
I mean, I haven't seen a single quarter of play, but Anzo, man, put him on the line.
But to your point, though, Roberto, from what I've been reading too, because I've been watching the game sporadically, but from what I've been reading, the Lakers are beating the Houston Rockets by beating them by their own game, scoring fast, hitting the lane, running the ball. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. So I'm like, if that's the case, man, the Clippers are a different beast because they are built on defense, and that's great, right? But I just don't know if they have enough to stay with the Lakers' power, man.
Because that kid Beverly, man, he could really get in LeBron's head, boy. I can see it already. I can see it already. Like,
yes,
I'm anticipating that matchup. I'm really anticipating that matchup.
But you know what,
he's done it already.
Like Rondo's back now, so Rondo might take Beverly, and Rondo ain't scared.
Didn't they beef before?
Rondo is not scared.
And Beverly have some kind of beef?
But Rondo and Beverly, no. I think you're talking about Rondo and Chris Paul. But
I know that. But Rondo. No, Chris Paul has beef.
Rondo's had beef with a lot of people too. But to Roberto's point, when it comes to guarding LeBron, it will be Beverly, if that's the case. So Beverly will probably take LeBron, and he has gotten into LeBron James' head.
Yes, we've seen it. We all seen it.
So can he do it now? Maybe not. I don't know, but he's done it.
It's almost like I could see that's why he was brought to the Clippers, you know? If we match up with LeBron, who could get in this guy's head?
Patrick Beverly was there before LeBron.
I think you can do it one time, but I don't know if you can do it continuously before LeBron make the appropriate adjustments.
He is more mature too, so
that's why I don't know.
I don't think he's that dumb of a player anymore.
He'd probably laugh it off.
He probably would.
Nope.
I said the same thing.
I hope my daughter doesn't see this, but no.
Topic 4. Do you think the Rockets can come back from the 3-1 deficit?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's possible.
It
I don't
is?
think so.
Yeah.
It's only happened one time in the history of the NBA.
That doesn't mean it can't happen again.
I'm not
So
saying
by
it
it
can't.
happening once before, it shows that it could happen.
Yeah, but it's the Lakers
It's
and
not
Houston. It's not happening with these two teams.
You know, this sounds like what we were talking about before, but the sound of the voice is different.
Twisted, right? Yeah.
Nice one, man. Nice one.
Yeah, it's possible, but it's not happening with this two.
I see your subliminal shit there.
I don't think so either. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
It could.
Do you think at least Houston can win a game? You think they can win next game?
They can go to
6. If they win a game, they're gonna take the series.
The way I saw James Harden walk off the court, the last loss.
James Harden is the master of choking in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Well, luckily he's not in the finals.
He looked defeated, man. He looked defeated. That's why I said maybe I better refrain.
I should have changed that. When it's come to clutch time in the playoffs, he does not be Mr. Clutch. He's clutch during the full season.
Mm-hmm.
But something happens to him in the playoffs. And the deeper he goes, the worse he plays. So I don't know.
And what about Westbrook?
Westbrook is good. Westbrook kept him in the game the last time, so he's changed his game too.
I just feel like every time I turn on the TV, I'm watching the Clippers and the Nuggets, man. I swear to God, it's the only games I've been watching.
If
you do it every other night, you are, because that's what they play every other night.
Yeah. I haven't been. I watch the games sporadically. I'm going through the games. I haven't watched full games because
it's hard.
The Lakers play tonight.
It's hard, man. It's really hard.
It is, man. It is. It's like fuck. I gotta watch the Lakers. Fuck. I gotta watch Kawhi. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch these guys. Like I said, go ahead, Danny.
I would say 8:00 tonight they play, so we'll know tonight.
The Lakers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, my perfect scenario is Lakers lose to the Clippers, Clippers go to the finals and lose to Miami or Boston. That's my perfect scenario. I just know that shit ain't happening.
I can't believe the Clippers and Nuggets are playing at 1:00 tomorrow. They know nobody gonna watch that game over the NFL.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
1:00?
What a mistake.
Yeah,
what a mistake.
1:00 p.m.
Wait, wasn't there a ball game on Thursday night?
Yes. There's a ball game on. It was Houston versus Kansas City.
No, but who was the basketball game? Because I'm sure no one was watching that.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Thursday night.
Yeah, but
Lakers in Houston. Yes, it was. They're going back and forth.
Yeah, because that was the first time ever that a football, hockey game, and baseball game played on the same.
That's right, huh?
Yeah.
I watched football because I've been waiting too long to see it, man.
As did I. Give me a second, guys. Got to go change myself.
If you were looking at the fantasy, Danny, you know I was watching that game.
I can't believe I sat down.
Yes, I was, but I didn't care about the running back.
I sat down Watkins.
It wasn't a running back. You sat down Watkins? No, I picked up that receiver, man, that I had last year, Harmon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When he caught that touchdown, and as soon as he fumbled it, I got rid of him.
You got him from me.
you had him
last year. You got him from me last year.
That's right.
But he was trash last year.
No, he did. He had some good games last year.
No, he had some good games, but during the course of the season, he wasn't dependable enough to have in the starting lineup, right? Mm-hmm. But I seen the running back you picked up. You picked up Houston's running back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I said I was watching the game, but like I said, I didn't. I was like, man, We'll see. I'm not making no changes until Sunday when I watch the games on Sunday because I have my app so I can go through every single game. That's when I'm gonna make my
You
changes.
know what? I'm gonna wait till we get to football before I talk about it.
I was impressed. My defense gave me 11 points. I'm very happy with that.
But Danny, if we're gonna talk football now, when I first opened it up, I saw 27 points on Danny. I'm like, who the fuck? He doesn't have Patrick Mahomes. You know, your defense started off with 27 points.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then what happened?
Start making dumbass mistakes.
But that's the thing about Kansas City's defense, right?
Yeah, well, they ranked like top 5, if I'm mistaken.
Weren't they? Last year, didn't they finish like 16th or 15th? You mentioned, and Tampa Bay was right behind them.
Mm-hmm.
So their defense is questionable. It's just that they score so much points that their defense doesn't hurt them.
Yep, I saw that too. I was like, man, boy, they're gonna give me 30 points on defense, and then
yeah. Sunday's gonna be sweet, man.
Yep, I'm ready for it. Topic 5: which changes do the Rockets need to make to be legit contenders in the West? Shit, they're gonna change the coach.
Rebuild.
D'Antoni, all he knows is offense. Offense is not going to win you a championship. So they got to get rid of the coach, or he got to bring in a defensive specialist assistant coach. Because,
but do you feel that his style of ball fatigues them when they reach the playoffs?
I won't say it
he has
fatigues them, but I think
he has them running like mad.
But that's like college ball. That kind of offense for college and high school. I don't know if he still using the old thing because he used to be like a high school coach, college coach, if I'm not mistaken. And you can't bring that high school stuff and college stuff into pros. You gotta teach. And I don't like all that ISO ball he had with James Harden. He eats up too much of the clock. Well, I don't like James Harden's game anyhow. So,
but if I remember correctly, D'Antoni's a choker in the playoffs throughout his whole tenure as an NBA coach. No.
Well, this is his third team. I know he's been in the playoffs. I think he was with Phoenix. He was in the playoffs. No, he never made it with New York, I don't think. But this is his second team that he's been to the playoffs with in the West. And when he was the coach of the Knicks, I don't think he ever made the playoffs.
He coached the Knicks?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
Yep. Let me see from what year. What year did D'Antoni coach the Knicks?
Here's what I found.
2016.
Oh, yeah? Wasn't long, right?
I think from 2000, let's see. Online, 2010. Okay.
All right, I'm back.
He coached the Denver Nuggets from 1998 to 99. Mm-hmm. Then he was assistant
for the Knicks
to the Phoenix Suns from 2002 to 2003. Then he was the head coach from 2003 to 2008. From 2008, he was the Knicks coach from 2008 to 2012. Then he was the coach for the Lakers from 2012 to 2014. Then he went to Philadelphia for a year.
Holy shit, he's been around.
And now he's with Houston from 2016 to now.
So you think he should find a new team?
I think I just don't think that offense, that run and gun style without some defense. The only team that I saw perfect the run and gun was the Lakers. And they just outscored you. But they played some defense too when it counted. So unless he can recreate Showtime, which I don't think he can, because that's not Harden's game. Harden's that ISO ball.
Yeah.
Now maybe if he let Russell Westbrook let the offense run through him, then maybe. But then sometimes Russell can play kind of out of control. So I just think they got to come up with some new kind of offense and incorporate defense in there if they want to be successful.
But who's their center? Who's their power forward? You know, like they're nobodies, right?
I can't think of their names, but they're not superstars or they're not uh, all stars, to my understanding.
Okay. Because I'm seeing like today's NBA, if you don't have two superstars on your team, you have a chance. But
Well, they got two. They got him and Russell.
yeah, but if you could choose five superstars, would anyone choose Harden?
Mm,
You know what I mean? It's like,
He's the MVP. He's the
no, but
MVP for
I hear
last
you,
year.
Danny. I hear you. But if I told you right now, Danny, we each get to choose five superstars. Any superstar in the NBA today. Go ahead. There's,
LeBron,
doesn't matter what
AD,
position.
LeBron, AD, Kawhi, Steph, and the Greek Freak.
See how easy that was? If I told you 10 guys, would Harden be in there?
He might be the number 10.
You see? So for me, I don't think he's one. With two superstars, you say okay, they're an all-star away from a championship team. With those two superstars, I think they need a third superstar,
But
big man.
you got two MVPs.
You need a big man.
What is that saying about your league when two MVPs can't get you to the promised land?
See, like Jason Tatum,
don't play well together.
Huh?
yeah,
They play well together. They play well together. They play better than Westbrook and Durant played.
or better than Paul.
They play better than Chris Paul and Harden play. Westbrook is not the problem. They can't blame it. They can't blame this on Westbrook. A lot of people said he wasn't going to share the ball. He was going to do this. He has changed his game to what's the word?
But
that's the team.
That's the only reason why, though, him and Durant didn't play better together. Because if he played like he did now with Kevin Durant,
they would be dangerous.
They'd be unstoppable.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But that goes back to maturity.
Yeah,
thank you, Danny. That's it on the head.
I agree.
Some of these guys mature, like when what's his name was playing with the Raptors, Vince and his cousin
Tracy McGrady.
Mm-hmm. Tracy
McGrady.
Yeah.
McGrady said, man, when he went to Orlando, he said, if only I hadn't have left. I matured too late, he said.
Mm-hmm. Some of them do because he wanted to be the man, right?
That's right.
That's why he left.
That's right.
He felt like he was under LeBron. I'm sorry, Vince Carter's shadow. It's the same thing Kyrie did.
That's right.
The exact same thing Kyrie did. Kyrie left LeBron because he felt like he was in LeBron's shadow.
And you know what? As good as Kyrie is, he does not get nowhere near the same recognition since he's left LeBron.
No, absolutely not.
And I think Kyrie is a hell of a basketball player.
As do I. I just think him. Sorry, go ahead, Danny.
If him and Durant can get healthy and stay healthy,
they're going to be dangerous too.
They just got to be friends.
They are friends.
Shit, they ain't got to be friends. They just got to coexist on the court.
No, that's the thing.
Because Michael
if they're
Jordan,
not friends, Durant will not play well with him. I don't think.
I'm just saying, Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman were not friends.
But they're different beasts, Danny.
But he said it on The Last Dance. We put up with Dennis Rodman's antics because he knew when he came on the court, he was about the Bulls.
Because he matured. Did Durant mature? I think Durant's still immature, man. Because some of the shit he does on Instagram, Twitter, he's sensitive.
But to your point, Roberto, they are friends, though. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like they've talked, they've hung out on the off season. Them going
that's dangerous then.
Yeah, them two going to the same team was absolutely planned from when they found out that they were both going to be free agents at the same time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You know what? That's bad for the East.
I agree.
Bad. It's good for basketball, but bad for the East.
Because that could be a better combination than Kyrie and LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Kyrie's more mature, Kevin Durant. sometimes I think he's better than LeBron. It's an up and down thing for me. Sometimes he's better, sometimes he's not. But I think with him
His
and
game
Kyrie,
is so rounded. For a big man, it's fucking scary, man.
yeah, the way he can shoot the ball, bro.
Yeah.
Well, that's an hour of basketball.
But another thing we got to talk about is his injury.
Shit.
KD's injury, that Achilles injury.
Yeah, it's hard to come back from.
Yeah, might slow him down.
Yeah.
You're
right.
So.
Let me go and go to this 10th question. Is it 6th question?
Yeah.
Oh Do you think Giannis stays with the Bucks and signs a max deal, or does he ask for a trade?
Trade.
That's a question. I think he asked for a trade.
Are we making these fast to get the football?
Yep. And I'll go
trade.
with
your voice changed, but yes, they trade.
Trade as well.
Okay. Where does he go?
Who knows?
Toronto.
You might go to Philadelphia.
Oh, God, no.
What, a big man trade? Big man for big man?
I think we got a place for him in San Antonio.
Oh, my God. Hell no.
Anyway. Yeah, Giannis and Pop.
If you get rid of DeRozan, because I feel DeRozan is a fucking bad luck charm, man.
Well, I heard Aldridge was on the chopping block.
I'm telling you, Anzo, you need to get rid of DeRozan. The best thing that happened in Toronto was trading him.
Yes, I get it because they won the championship, but I don't think it was because...
You remember when you said some guys feel like they deserve a role that they don't really earn? He wants that superstar role, but he's no superstar.
Who?
DeRozan.
Who? Yeah, I know he's no superstar.
But he wants that role, and as long as he wants to play like that, I don't see him...
No, he's played within the system. He just... The problem with him, to me, and I'll always have a problem. The same problem I have with him is the same problem I have with Aldridge. They like taking these fucking jump shots all the damn time.
From 30 feet out.
It makes no sense. Yeah. Drive to the hole. Aldridge should be down there pounding the boards, but no, he wants to fly out on the baseline and shoot a little jumper. And I'm like, bro. And when you do that, you miss, you're out of position for rebounds. So, like, yeah, I don't want Aldridge there. And I think
I like that comment.
Which one? Oh,
from Daniel.
Oh, we all said that. You were the only one that didn't.
No, I did. I said the Celtics.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
I'm the only one that chose the Heat.
No, I auto corrected it to the correct answer in my head. So when I read it, it was the Celtics will beat Miami Heat in 6.
You better correct your shit. You better correct your shit.
I auto corrected it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I don't think the Spurs have enough to get him anyways. Because if they do make that trade, they'd probably have to get rid of LaMarcus and DeRozan, which I will deal with. But does anybody really want DeMarcus and DeRozan?
I don't know. There's a lot of time between now and then.
Yeah, I know. We'll see what happens.
It's almost like I predicted this, man. That if the Bucks lose, that Giannis is gone.
Well, it hasn't happened yet.
No, if it does, it's freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, we'll be going to the second half of the show, which is football. Question 7.
Matt is like, yes.
Now, Mad Mardigan, now. You were invited to the show, okay? When you invited to the show, you can't say on air, "Oh, this is boring," okay?
No, I wasn't saying it was boring.
You know what will happen? This will happen.
We can't see what you did because you still have the fucking thing up, Randy.
This will happen. You will stay there the entire basketball time and then come back on football. Question 7. And the first question to Mad Morgan's relief. No, it won't pop up. Must be meant to talk about football.
No, you got it there. I see it.
I can't see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Chihives? Is it the Chihives?
Won't play on mine.
Chiefs?
Yeah, okay. Spelling mistake.
I can't see it.
The Chiefs beat the Texans in the first game of the NFL season. Do you think the Chiefs have picked up from where they left off last season?
Hell yeah.
Okay, now you can get rid of it, Danny. There you go.
I definitely think the Chiefs ain't even missing a step. Ain't missing a beat.
And now they got a fucking rookie running back that nobody knows about.
It sucks. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, who the fuck was this guy?
You know what I mean?
I went and looked and I'm like, how the fuck does he have him? Like,
who has him?
Shit. So I think it was
Andy Reid was sitting on that guy, man. They was talking about it on Undisputed this week. That he purposely sit and scouted that guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Chiefs have
what just happened there?
I don't know. I guess they made the correct decision and put their 2 stars.
That's right, yo. That's right.
Well, welcome to Square 3.
I think Danny pushed the eject button.
I think he did. Yeah. We can't invite him back in, but no. Okay, we'll keep going. Why not? The Chiefs. Yeah, no, it's week 1. You know, how much can we take out of this? Houston is bad. Houston shouldn't have gotten rid of Hopkins. Their defense is not ready to face any type of offense that adds skill, and also the continuity that Andy Reid has been able to keep throughout the pandemic. Coming from last year, that's paid off, and I think that's a big thing that you're going to see this weekend is that the teams that have that continuity, like the Saints, with their structure as far as coaching and their offense goes, will have the advantage against a team that is being thrown together.
On that game there you mentioned, Tampa Bay, New Orleans.
There we go. I'm like, what the hell?
I don't know what happened.
Huh? I was looking at some stats, and then I heard you guys laughing, and I looked up, and me and Danny were gone.
You said, what? You guys want us to run this? No problem.
Welcome to Square 2.
And it was the guy that played me who has him, Snowfall or some crap.
Who's that?
New? I don't know. I think he's not new. He was in there last year, but he has them, and I was like, okay, he definitely had auto draft because nobody knew about this guy.
Yeah, I got the rookie running back from Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly he's in the same boat with this guy from Kansas City.
I mean, other than the fact that he's on the Raiders.
Yeah, but the fact that he's on the Raiders and they're speaking highly of him makes me think that he must be really good, because I don't think the Raiders have much of an O-line.
But teams will you will never hear a team going into a season be like, "Nah, we suck." Like,
no, I'm not talking about the Raiders talking about him. The guys there on the NFL Live, the guys who analyze,
Yeah, but based on what though? He hasn't played.
The same thing they based on this guy from Kansas City, and look what he did. So they obviously know football better. Sorry?
Look at the team he's playing for and the system he's playing for. It's not the Raiders. Like,
I'm just saying what they're saying.
Yeah, I get you.
It's not me, man. It's not me. I hope he has a fantastic game because he's on my fantasy. What's his name?
I completely understand what both of you guys are saying, right? I understand it is the Raiders, but if you got a good running back and an O-line to block for him, it's just, will they be in every game? Like, if they're getting blown out, then the run game is done. You know what I mean? So it all depends.
They have another boom running rookie back on Baltimore, but because they run a 2-man system, how much ball is he going to get? So is he good for fantasy? Those are things you have to consider.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you have a guy like Derrick Henry, who's the main show, you hope to get a lot of points. Oh, shit, he's on my team?
I'm gonna read. Before we go to the next question, I'm gonna read some of these chats. They've been piling up, and I've been kind of neglecting. Daniel Duran says, "Thanks for joining, Daniel. Miami was an awful matchup for the Bucks. It is about matchups. Miami had the players to build the same wall Toronto built last year. Miami was the only team capable of beating the Bucks." Okay. Daniel says Roger and Rondo has been balling, averaging almost a triple double. Rondo is greater than Lonzo Ball. Hell yeah, he is.
What is that saying?
Becky Brower, what's up, Becky?
Hey, what's up?
Daniel said James Harden doing his usual playoff choking performance. That is correct.
Yep.
That's right, D.
Facts.
Dwayne Wade is better than Harden.
I would
He
take
was
Wade
better.
over
I don't know
Harden.
about now.
Yeah.
I would take Wade in his prime over Harden.
Yeah, me too. In his prime for sure.
Becky says, sorry, this weekend is football. I haven't watched any college football. She said, heck, I'm watching football all day today right now. Notre Dame versus Duke.
Well, North Carolina blew the hell out of Syracuse.
Oh, yeah.
Real Block 31 says, yes, get rid of Coach Don Antonio. He is not a winning coach. He win a regular season game, but he will never win a championship. I agree.
Facts. Not with the type of coaching he does.
Becky says, can't wait to see Brady versus Breeze.
You and me both, Becky. You and me both.
It's going to be a
Sean,
matchup.
Lakers for life.
Hey, get off our channel, the shot.
Becky said, 2017, she met Vince Carter.
Okay.
Nice.
And she said, finally, something I know what we were talking about.
This one we switched to football.
We're in football. Yes, just needed to fill that stadium.
Are they pumping crowd sound into the stadiums? Did they decide on whether or not they're going to do that?
No, they have crowds.
Yeah. Some stadiums have crowds, and
Some
I don't
stadiums.
think how is that fair?
Because it's not
because they
packed.
said it's a better circulation with the
No, but I don't think that's fair because you're gonna have that team booing and jeering you when you're in their stadium, and then when you go to the opposing team, there's nobody there to boo and jeer them.
Well, so don't build your stadium in a Democratic-led place.
Oh, here I'm staying out of that. I'm Canadian.
Yeah, I don't know which stadiums are gonna have players and which aren't, but some of them.
There's six stadiums.
From what I heard, the domes won't have people in it. The ones that just got regular stadiums with no dome will, because the circulation of the air and stuff is better.
Makes sense.
But they were all spread out anyways. Like the stadium was like half capacity.
No. They showed Kansas City. There was people sitting right next to each other with no masks.
Yeah, but they were probably together. But I mean,
together, like I don't know, but it was that's a large family. That group they showed.
Well, when I watched the game,
family.
When I watched the game, they were spread out, bro. There was like enough seats empty and shit. So I think it was
only
a group
15,000 fans. They said.
Yeah, so
and
it was
the place holds 51,000.
Right. So it's probably.
They showed one section. There was one section of that stadium where there was a bunch of people gathered. It's so funny because where they were gathered together, they weren't wearing masks, and where they were spread out, they all had masks on.
Yeah, because they were probably together as a crew, some sort of crew. Like if you come with,
I hope you see that picture because I doubt that's a family member.
No, I'm not saying family. It could have been a crew of people. You know what I mean? A work thing or something or anything, right? But if you're with a group of people, you don't have to wear your mask around the people. It's like when I go to the theater, right? When I go to the theater, if I go with you, Danny, and Mad, we all can get 4 seats together, but everyone else is spread out.
Really?
Yeah.
No, well, it depends on where you're at too, though.
How does that? I don't see how that makes sense, though.
What do you mean?
Because like even when we played golf, they wouldn't let us sit in the same car. Everyone had to get individual cars.
No, but in the theaters, if I go with you, Matt,
we're outside though. Imagine we're outside. We can't sit 2 people in a car, but you could sit next to him in a theater without a mask. How does that make sense?
Yeah, I could.
That makes no sense.
I could because
it should be the total opposite.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess it depends on where you are, but like I said, like if all 4 of us will go, we can get seats together, but anyone else will be 2 seats away from us. 2 seats away. 2 seats
by the way,
away.
Roberto, you golf?
I tried.
You tried. Do you play the new 2K PGA Tour?
Oh no, I actually played for real. Not.
Yeah, I know. I'm just asking if you do.
No. I was just answering questions, Daddy.
It wasn't the same. It was golf this time. Hating on 2K, man.
Roberto's not a gamer too much.
Yeah,
it's not.
well,
It's not anymore.
Football is family, and they were spread out, but this football teams do better when there are fans.
Yes.
Question:
do we know? Like, has there been any NFL games where they don't have fans?
Not yet.
We only had one game.
Only been one game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if they're better with fans. We haven't really seen them without fans.
She may be referring to college. I don't know what college is doing because I haven't watched college. Tom Brady's first game with his new team is against the Saints. Do you think the Bucs will win this game?
Absolutely not.
I have no idea.
I think they have a much better chance with Brady at the helm than Winston.
Yeah, but that doesn't. I mean, that gives them what, an extra 3% of not losing. Like,
I'm taking the Bucs.
No, I got Saints.
I'm gonna say.
Where are they playing? In Tampa? Where are they playing? That's the big difference.
I don't know.
But
if they're playing in New Orleans, I'm taking the Saints.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get the NF because we're gonna have to do our picks anyway.
Okay.
I'll get the schedule.
Let me explain why I don't think it matters where they play, because like what Roberto and I were talking about on Square 2 earlier, the continuity that they have with the Saints offense, their coaching, in their personnel, is what is going to benefit them coming out of this whole lockdown and actually being able to play a game, because there has been no preseasons. Training camps have been limited. It's an entirely alien aspect of how to prepare for a season. And when you have new personnel coming in, especially at the quarterback position, trying to learn a new offense in implementing the what the coach wants to do, compared to a team that has been running the same system with the same quarterback, with the same head coach for this long, the advantage has to go to that team, because they know what they are.
Not necessarily because of the crazy thing that Drew Brees did on the offseason. There's some fraction in the Saints locker room. So we don't know how well they put that back together. Are they still feeling? Have they forgiven Drew? Are they on good terms?
I guess it depends on how much they really want to play in the NFL. I mean, if they're still going to be judged by their.
There's a lot of other teams there, right? But at the same time, I hear what you're saying, Matt. But at the same time, what I have to say against what you just mentioned is that when sometimes you get a better player on your team, it elevates the whole team spirit. So a guy who was a B player is now an A- player, and a guy who was an A- is now an A+, and all these guys start spreading across the team. I think Brady injected something in this team that no one really could predict. But for the guys who are hopeful and have him in fantasy, I think he's going to please everybody, because he just has so many weapons.
And they're playing at Tampa. They're playing at Tampa too.
I'm taking the Bucs.
I have the Saints. No, but again, yes, he brought in all that new energy. But how quickly, because if they get off to a slow start, how quickly is that going to evaporate? How quickly is that new life?
Chemistry comes in time.
I would say for any other quarterback, I would say for any other quarterback, you have a valid point, but Brady has proven that he is better than the average quarterback. I think he will quickly adapt to that new playbook, and I think he is developing relationships with those running back, with the new running back. Well, Leonard Fournette is going to be a big help, and I also think with his wide receivers, he's developing chemistry. So I look for tomorrow's game to be exciting and high scoring.
And you're absolutely right.
Since it's in Tampa, I'm going to lean towards Tampa.
You're absolutely right. If this was Tom Brady from 2006, I would agree to you. But the man is 75 years old now.
It don't matter. His body is 43, but his ability to learn, you don't know if that's diminished. I'm not saying he's going to get out there and throw it as crisp, as fast, as hard. I'm saying that learning the playbook is not going to be the problem. Whether he's to execute the proper throw, the proper pass, whatever, that may be a problem. But him learning that playbook is not going to be an excuse.
You're right. His mind is still going to be there, but is his body going to be able to react as quickly as his mind is? You see it all the time across all sports. Players who mentally still got it. They can read the offense. They know where the play's coming to, but unfortunately, they have reached that point where physically it doesn't match their game.
You are absolutely true. But if you first watched Michael Jordan when he came out, he was running, dunking, jumping, whatever. As his body got older, then he developed the fadeaway shot, and he developed other stuff. I'm not saying there's a big difference between basketball and football. So I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking. Well, I tell you, you about to stay in the phantom zone, bro. I'm trying to make a point. You shoot little zingers.
Go ahead.
I'm saying that Tom Brady is going to figure something out that either he's going to, instead of him releasing the ball 3.5 seconds like we used to, it might be 4 something. He might be dinking and dacking, so to speak, to steal that from Skip Bayless and Shannon. I don't think you're going to see the bombs from Tom Brady, but I think you're going to see a little short passes, 10 passes, and 10 yards or less. I think he's going to utilize Leonard Fournette too.
I think Fournette just opened the path to bombs now because he has 2 deep threats. He's going to have to use them. And he has these amazing tight ends to keep them close.
I don't know if you get arm strength, though. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? Just drop it 20 and let them get some yak yards, you know? Because Goodwin, this guy's got some rockets, man. I know Evans and Goodwin. I've had them in my fantasy for the past 3 years, and they are major points. Jameson does have a gun, but, you know, he throws as many interceptions as touchdowns, so I can only think with a more accurate quarterback that those numbers are going to climb because they are yak yard receivers.
We'll see.
Okay. Anything, Alzo? You good?
I was just doing his picks.
I'm actually setting up the thing.
The picks.
Yeah, the list so that we can get it on. But I'll tell you who I'll pick in that game when we do our picks.
Cool.
Well,
All right.
Anzo agrees with me. He already said it.
I did. I said who I was picking?
Yeah, it was with your eyebrows.
Oh, was it? When they were looking down.
Danny, could you read some of the commentaries over here? Because somebody wrote something that's a little alarming.
Okay.
I know what you're. By the way, I think I know what you're talking about, and I agree.
Yeah, it's alarming. Dak is better than Brady.
Yeah.
What?
At this point in their careers, yeah, I would rather have Dak Prescott over Tom Brady. Hands down.
God, I gotta go back. They're going off.
What?
Oh, it was
Let's see.
Ooh.
She said football is. Her did that.
Yeah.
For me, football, if you buy your tickets in a group, it would be the group and then 6 feet apart.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
Daniel said, "Fuck Tom Brady." Ooh.
Agreed.
Okay. Becky said for the Browns, they have 6,000 fans there for 2 games so far. Becky, you be proud to know that I got that damn Browns quarterback as my backup quarterback. I don't know how the fuck I got him. God.
There's other ones out there, Danny.
They'll be lucky to hit 8-8.
What record you think the Patriots will finish with Cam Newton? For me, I think 8-8.
7-9.
I think 9-6.
They still have Miami in the division, so that's 2 right there.
I'm thinking 9-7.
Excuse me.
I personally think that Tampa Bay Buccaneers will finish 10-6 with Brady.
No, I think they're more likely to 7-9.
I gotta pick the Saints. My good friend Demario Davis is on the Saints.
Yep, see there?
Well, she dropping names, ain't she?
Right.
I meant Tom Brady. My bad. Daniel said, "Who do you think will win MVP?" I think Russell Wilson. I'm a Russell Wilson fan. He is my starting quarterback. I think he is a top 5. No, I think he's a top 3 quarterback. Me, I think it's Mahomes, Jackson, then him.
I think Patrick Mahomes goes back to back.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to put my money on Dak.
You see why Dallas Cowboy fans are hated? Come on, man.
I thought he was just trolling, but I think he's being
Yeah,
serious.
he like
He
Dallas.
is
For real.
serious.
He do like Dallas. He's from Texas. I don't know why he don't like the Houston's.
Because I grew up outside of the DFW.
Carolina Panthers going to be trash anyways. I'm only saying that because I'm from Atlanta and I hate the Panthers.
No, you're still correct either way, even if you just
Yeah.
hate them.
Who's
Atlanta
the quarterback
Falcons
for the
suck.
Panthers now?
Tom Brady
I don't know.
going to beat the living hell out of us.
Oh, it's what's his name? Backup for New Orleans last year. Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
nice.
Bridgewater.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Atlanta Falcons need to get rid of Matt Ryan.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Matt Ryan is a good
Yes.
quarterback.
Maybe somewhere else, but he's wore his timeout in Atlanta.
Oh, check out this next one. This goes
Yeah,
to
I
Anzo.
know.
Yeah, Anza's
Big
going to
Ben
love
will
this
win
one.
comeback player of the year. Oh my God.
Now, Daniel and you are best friends.
Unless I missed Big Ben being on The Biggest Loser, I don't think he is going to be able to be comeback player of the year. I think his love for fast food is more than his love for the game.
Oh my God, Big Ben has always been a big dude, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, but now it's like jelly, like his.
We'll see tomorrow.
I'm die-hard Atlanta Falcon fan. I still can't believe we choked that Super Bowl against the Patriots. Yes,
I
you
can.
did. Choke ain't the fucking word.
That's embarrassing.
Becky said, Daniel, I see the cheeseburger getting injured.
Absolutely. If we're talking about Big Ben.
Not.
Dak is better than Brady.
And
Daniel,
Aston and
I will gladly tell you that whatever the hell you are smoking, you better stop because it is killing your brain cells.
You're talking about right now.
If you are driving while you are saying this kind of stuff, then you are definitely intoxicated and impaired. So get off the road quickly. And
you are giving paraphernalia a bad name. Please stop.
Whatever shit you smoking or drinking, please stop.
Hanzo, can you make a note? Can you make a note on our record thing that you're keeping track of? That I said Dak Prescott will have a better year in every statistical category.
No, let him finish. It's his opinion. Let him finish.
Yeah, he will be ranked higher in every statistic than Tom Brady. Everyone.
Okay. Everyone.
Across the board.
Now, remember, we are going to clip this. When that doesn't happen, we are going to get you for 15 to 20 minutes, bro. So I hope you okay.
Remember that this is Matt Morgan's last time on Square One. I'm about to stamp it and approve it.
Hey, I agree. You don't want to have
this is Dallas talk, man.
We don't have no Dallas fan on here talking that. Y'all been talking that Super Bowl shit for 20-something years now. Tired of hearing that.
I wasn't talking about the whole team.
Y'all ass. You see what behind Roberto?
Mm-hmm.
We in the same damn loser bracket. Okay, we ain't going nowhere no time soon.
That's
okay?
right.
So stop that.
We still have
Do you hear me and Man Diesel be talking about the Washington going somewhere?
I know.
Well, we know they suck.
I think Chase Young is gonna bruck Dak Prescott this year.
Cowboys don't really suck, though.
You know what? They suck when it counts, man.
No, I know that. I agree. But they don't really suck. They're a pretty good team.
Stephen A. says it best.
Be a fan of Dallas.
Stephen A. says it best. They are an accident waiting to happen.
But Stephen A. is a Dallas hater, bro. You can't bring up Stephen A.
But he right. He be right.
He's a hater, though.
He predicts that shit almost down to the T.
But he's a hater, though.
That game, Dallas against Green Bay, is a poster stamp of Dallas's history.
Bringing up Stephen A. and Dallas is like bringing up Kendrick Perkins and the argument I made.
That's right.
It's the same thing.
I can't
it's
say
the
that
same thing.
Stephen A. is wherever he wants to be, what favors him and gets him more airtime, I guess.
Real quick. what, like, like when they do the little huddle and they're like, all right, and it'd be like Cowboys on 3. What does Washington do now? All right,
Team.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Team.
Let's go.
They got a dumbass owner.
Washington.
You know what, Danny? I've been hearing some really good things, man. Those three silent partners aren't silent anymore, man. A sale is in the possibilities.
God, I hope so.
I pray. I've been praying for years. I left the Montreal Canadiens because of the same thing. And I swear, one more year of this fucking Schneider guy, it's easy in hockey to jump teams. In football, it's really not so easy because everyone remembers where you were.
Listen,
and I would never.
The Cowboys are always accepting new fans.
Yes, I know. You guys are Jehovah's Witnesses of football. I understand. But listen, I will definitely leave the Washington Redskins, and you could clip this too, if Schneider is the owner of that team in 2021. Said right here, square one.
All right. That's another one we're going to clip. I got to remember these now. Mm-hmm. I got to write down this date. No, hold on. Danny, let me address
You want me to repeat it? You want me to repeat it?
No, once is good because it's recorded.
Okay.
Let me address that one. No, I already know who you are, so don't worry about that. You're a Cleveland fan, so I can understand where all that hate for Ben comes from. I do. I get it. We've been, yeah.
She was on like our first or second show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I understand that because Steelers have been whooping Cleveland's ass for years. I get it. I get it. That's how I hate the Lakers, so I understand. Don't worry about it.
Jacksonville Jaguars going 1-15. Yep.
I think they have to.
They got rid of their best running back, got rid of their damn best defensive player last year. So, yep, they're starting over.
Yeah, they're not doing nothing this year. I think they had them at the bottom when they did the rankings because I was watching the game. They had the top 5 teams, and then they had the bottom 5 teams, and the Jags were in the bottom 5.
Yeah, as they should be.
Mm-hmm.
But going 1-15 is hard to do, man. You got to want to lose.
Man, didn't Miami go 0-16?
No, Detroit Lions did.
Oh, the Lions, yeah. The Lions 0-16. That's fucking crazy.
Baltimore Ravens probably going to finish 11-5.
I think 12-3.
I can see that.
I can see that too. Unfortunately, another rivalry I hate: the old Cleveland Browns.
Tom Brady going to fall into that Brett Favre syndrome. Never can tell.
Sooner or later, he will.
Two different styles.
Yeah,
Brett Favre was a gunslinger. You're talking about deficiency.
Yeah, I think physically, he's just gonna hit that slope, and it drops quick.
I think he's going to win it in Tampa and retire.
What's his name?
He doesn't get Phantom Zone for that.
Max Kellerman has been calling for Brady's downfall for years.
And eventually he'll be right.
You know what? If you love teams in that division, then yes, you're a Brady hater. I'm from the NFC East. Brady does nothing to me.
Me either.
I got to respect him for the numbers. That's all I could do. And numbers, he is the GOAT.
I respect Brady too.
He is the GOAT.
Mm-hmm. And GOATs need to know when to retire. That's the problem.
Last year.
Steelers for the Super Bowl. That's right.
There you say that.
I don't think Ben will win maybe.
That's why I said Steelers for the Super Bowl. You'll see.
As you said,
everybody made a clip out, so I made a clip out. Steelers in the Super Bowl.
But what happens if they don't make it?
Well, then you guys can rag on me like I plan to do on Madden.
Because it's not even worth it. It's just sad at this point.
I know that. I can rat on you right
now. And saying the Cowboys in the Super Bowl is not as sad, just as sad.
I don't think that's what you clipped me on. I think
you clipped on.
That's the
Dak Prescott and Brady.
Tom Brady, every statistical, that anymore.
Not just 3, every one. Yeah. So if one is off by 0.275, rip.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free.
Okay.
Shit, ain't gonna be no one. It's gonna be several.
For sure.
All right, don't be surprised by week 12 when Tom Brady's riding that bench.
He's going to have more touchdowns.
Healthy.
He's going to have more touchdowns than Dak. He's going to have more passing yards than Dak. Watch. Just those two alone.
I'm sorry. Hold on. There is a caveat. Tom Brady will have more interceptions.
Ooh.
No. That's
crazy.
one thing. Guaranteed, that's one thing. I say the opposite. Touchdowns. Dallas throws a lot of touchdowns, man. I won't lie. And this Gallup is there, and this new guy they got.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb, I don't know. Yards, I don't know. But interceptions, guaranteed Dak's throwing more than Brady. Guaranteed.
The only way Tom Brady will have less interceptions than Dak Prescott is if he either gets injured or gets benched, which I think he will eventually be benched.
That's Phantom Zone talk right there.
That's facts.
It's okay.
That's okay. That's hater. I've never seen so much hate.
I don't hate Tom Brady. Tom Brady means nothing to me. He doesn't.
And you thought I was.
I hate to see the guys that do.
And you thought I was bad, eh, Danny?
Oh God.
Oh, look at this.
I hate the Cowboys. Trust me, but Dak right now is better than Brady. Eagles going to the
why?
That's
but how could you say that?
Because Tom Brady is 97 years old.
Even in fantasy land, even in the fantasy football, Tom Brady was higher than Dak on there.
Yeah, see, I have both of them.
You're never wrong.
I have both of them. You want me to tell you right now?
I ain't say I'm never wrong. I'm just telling you.
Not you. I'm talking about fantasy football people.
Tom Brady, 32. Where's Dak Prescott? Uh-oh.
What?
He was higher?
I think my internet went down.
Oh yeah, is that what happened?
Dak was higher than Brady?
Dak was 34.
And Brady was?
32.
Oh, wow. 2 whole points.
But that shit changes because I had originally had Dak in, and then Angel said, "You really going to play Dak over Brady?" And then I looked and Brady was 38, so I made the switch.
Yeah,
and now he's 34, so.
Yeah, it changes.
Yeah, I would definitely change that up, man. What you need to do is go ahead and trade Tom Brady now while he has any value whatsoever, because it won't be long, man, and you will be begging to give him away.
I don't know what's wrong with these guys.
Dance Party said a hot take. I think Cam Newton is overrated. I'm not.
Yes.
That's my opinion. I've never been impressed with the guys playing. I look at numbers for sure.
Facts.
I agree with you. I always said Cam Newton.
But the thing about numbers will only tell you what they've done, not what they're going to do.
What are you saying, Danny?
I don't think he's overrated.
Oh, I do.
I think I agree with Danny. I don't think that anyone has put much thought into him for him to be overrated. He would have to be rated to be overrated.
He was an MVP. He was an MVP. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's overrated. I'd say he's overrated. But
we went 5-11 last year. We the Dolphins beat the Pats and the Eagles last year.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop de damn do. Well, you ain't. When last time you won a damn? Oh.
When was the last time they were in the playoffs?
So you beat the Pats.
Was playing
playoffs.
No, but seriously, I don't see the cheeseburger doing much. Maybe winning the best beard during the off season.
Yeah, well, cheeseburger.
Ben Ross.
Ben.
Oh, I didn't want to ask, man. I keep seeing this cheeseburger. Who the fuck is cheeseburger?
It's okay. You haven't watched Ben then.
Oh shit, that's a good.
Ben will do his thing. Ben will do his thing.
Call it cheeseburger. Ben cheeseburger.
Ben will do his thing. Don't worry. I ain't worried about Ben.
Oh, I'm crying, man. I'm fucking crying on that one. Now I know what cheeseburger is.
That Prescott going to be
Antonio Brown must have been the Hamburglar.
Then Tom Brady. That's really crazy as fuck. I'm sorry that I have to see it to believe it. I'm with you, Dance Party. The Steelers would go 7-9. Ooh.
Yeah, I can see that.
Nah, they'll be better than that.
I'm pretty sure when Atlanta plays Tom Brady, Birdie's gonna going to get like 400 yards and 2 touchdowns, probably 4.
No, I think Tampa Bay's defense is a little better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys are probably going to go 10-6.
13-3.
AFC North is facing NFC East this year, so Anzo will see how good the Giant, Cowboys, Washington, Carolina teams are.
Yeah, they're not going to be doing any good. Cowboys maybe, but the rest of them. Mm-mm.
Carolina Panthers are in the NFC South, not East.
Yep.
NFC East is New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys, Washington, Philadelphia Eagles.
Mostly against the.
Oh, we know who the East are.
She said, yes, sorry. Pittsburgh went 8-8 with 0 quarterback. They're actually got a QB this year that will make the playoffs.
Thank you very much.
I mean, they're getting like a form, like he's gonna have the uniform on and stuff, but I think most of it's just.
Thank you very much. They went 8-8 with no quarterback, and Ben Roethlisberger got injured in like game 1. So he's a better quarterback than what they had, and their backup quarterbacks were fucking garbage.
My wife is a Cowboys fan. She thinks the Cowboys are going to go 13-3. She loves her some Dak Prescott.
Oh no, your wife is absolutely correct. She should be on this show instead of one of these.
We don't promote divorces on this show. We like stable households. We feel for you. We feel for you, Dance Party.
Mr. Dance Party, go ahead and get the Kleenex.
Yeah, because by December, it's all downhill.
She's going to be crying and be like, oh, you did it to me again.
How can he throw another interception?
Skip Bayless believes the Cowboys can make it back to the finals this season. Do you agree with him?
Now, I have to disagree on this. I have to disagree.
They were tearing up Skip Bayless's name on the radio just today, so I cannot take anything this man takes so serious.
I don't think any NFL team
he was very insistent when Dak told the world that he was suffering from depression. Skip kind of put his foot in his mouth.
Him up, huh?
And if you watched the show yesterday, he made a kind of formal, kind of sort of apology.
But wasn't it more like, I'm sorry you took it that way?
That was rough, man. That was rough.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it was about Dak's brother.
I was like, Danny, fucking Phantoms on me. They didn't even do shit. But no, they're not going to Super Bowl. They're not.
No, I think the NFC Conference Championship. They will definitely make it there.
No,
I could give them that.
I ain't giving them that. Not only because I hate them, because they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it.
Deserve has nothing to do with it.
It's okay. You're a callous Cowboy fan. No matter what label I put on it, you're a defense attorney of the team, so you will try and say otherwise. Well, this is the NFC East. I know how it rolls.
They do have the best offensive line in football.
They used to.
No, they still.
Yeah,
do.
I don't think they're number one anymore.
Even I, as a Cowboys,
I think it's Baltimore number one offensive line.
I don't know about that either.
It's not Dallas anymore. I'm telling you right now. I don't think
so either. No, it's still top 5, but the loss of Travis.
But they've been top 5 they've been number 1 for the last 10 years offensive line.
Yeah.
And what have they done? Jack shit. They have a good defense. What have they done? Jack shit.
Jason Garrett.
Baltimore Ravens are number 1. Dallas Cowboys are number 2.
There you go. They're not number 1. But Anzo, listen to me. Dallas has had all of what is required to make it to the dance, and they don't make it. So now they've always blamed their coach. Let's see what this new coach they have, what they're gonna do.
Well, I blame their coach a lot, though.
You know what? I blame the owner.
Nope. He doesn't have as much influence.
I blame the owner because the owner has more say in that organization than anybody else.
Yep.
How do you have a guy on your sideline every day, prime time, on that fucking TV screen the size of some states in the U.S., and your coach's mouth never moves? Come on. Who's that? That's on the coach? I think that's on the owner. Because how many years was Garrett their coach?
Way too many.
Facts.
Who fires him? The owner, no? Or is it the president?
The owner?
So I'm sorry, Matt. It's your owner.
You said
Just like us. He's not as bad as us.
What I'm looking at says Indianapolis Colts.
I have Baltimore.
The best O-line?
I have Baltimore here.
You got Indianapolis. Okay,
Maybe Indy was last year.
Yeah, what year are you looking at?
Looking at an article that says NFL offensive line rankings, all 32 units entering the 2020 NFL season.
Yeah, I have here 2020 offensive line rankings: Baltimore Ravens, Dallas Cowboys, New Orleans Saints, Indianapolis Colts, Philadelphia Eagles, Las Vegas Raiders, Green Bay Packers, and the Chiefs.
This is totally different.
That's what I have.
I guess different polls.
We got the Colts. The second, I got the Saints. Third is Dallas. Fourth is Green Bay.
Oh, no.
Fifth is Baltimore. And sixth is Cleveland Browns.
See, you can't just have one image. Dallas Cowboy fans have to have 9 images.
Why do they have 2 different lists, though? That doesn't make any sense.
They have different opinions.
Yeah, different polls.
I guess. Because the one I'm looking at is from the Huddle.
Yeah.
The Huddle.com.
I guess you have to go to the NFL recognized one, you know?
And Danny's is from PFF.
Yeah, PFF.com.
Yeah. So let's see what NFL.com has to say about it.
Footballfantasy.com, I guess. Maybe them the fantasy. I don't know.
I'm really liking this Daniel guy.
All right, let's go to we on question 8? No, we already did that one. Question 10. Fans booed at the Chiefs and Texans lock arms in unity. Do you think the boos were called for? Hell no.
What were they for, though, Danny? Were they booing because they didn't come out?
No,
they're booing because of Black Lives Matters. What were they booing for?
Because they stood up. They stood up in unison, and
but they didn't kneel.
No, but they were playing the Black Anthem.
No, it was after all of that. They locked arms in unities after all of that when they went to the middle of the field and each team they locked arms together.
Why would you boo that?
Well, I don't think they were booing unity. That would be a ridiculous thing to boo, and I don't think we should really assign why they did anything. That was a big group of people for us because I think, in my honest opinion, I think that the reason why they booed was because this was after the Black National Anthem, the anthem, and different a lot of other different political things, and it's just one more thing on top of the already politicized, atmosphere what's happening. And I think really they were just honestly they were at the point where can we start the game? This is our escapism from all of this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But where did this Black National Anthem come from? When did that start? Did the NFL start this?
I don't know. I never heard of that.
Neither did I.
They started just this year.
I think that people are booing because, for whatever reasons, they still think that the national anthem belongs to the U.S. military. It does not. It belongs to everybody in the United States, and that stands for your freedom to peacefully protest, kneel, stand, whatever you're going to do. And if you don't like it, you just got to deal with it. I mean,
I agree.
Colin Kaepernick told me why he was doing it. I understood. I don't have a problem if he want to do that for the 2 minutes and 35 seconds it takes to play it. I don't care. As long as they play the game and keep going with it, or if it's going to cause that much confusion, then just don't televise the national anthem. If it's going to cause that much mess, I don't have a problem.
You still have the topic up.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, I agree with you, but yeah, the booing didn't happen during that. It happened during the I think Becky pointed out that it happened during the moment of silence when they did the unity thing in the middle of the field. So it was after all of the national anthem stuff.
Oh, so again, the media is fucking it up.
Yep. Daddy, since the mayor has banned tailgating, I'm protesting that peacefully, of course. Yep, I hear there's no tailgating. She said Skip is a joke. I agree with you. I think it should be called Shannon and Skip instead of Skip and Shannon because to the earlier question, Shannon tried to save Skip. So I watched that entire show, and when Skip made them comments about he thought it was not a good thing for Dak to say that, being that he is the face of the franchise and the most important quarterback in the NFL, that he shouldn't show any kind of weakness because people could use that against him. Shannon replied with that look, he's human. No matter if you're a football player, basketball player, quarterback, running back, whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, you are human. And if you're human, you're gonna have issues and problems and stuff. And if you are brave enough to express that, then it shouldn't be criticized in any way, shape, or form. So he tried to save Skip, but I heard that Fox Network got on Skip pretty hard and heavy. But of course, Skip tried to shuffle it and said it was misconstrued and all this kind of stuff.
Well, so actually, Skip does make a point that it could be used against him, just like what Skip just did. Skip just used it against him. So he's actually proven his own point. Like, yes, saying things like that can be used against you, but it can also benefit you by being honest and showing your team that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But they also said, too, like Shannon said, if this was 15, 20 years ago, then he wouldn't have said it because back in that time, it's a different kind of football. So,
Right.
so that's what might would do it. But I think times are changing and things are evolving. I don't know if a player would. There might be one or two assholes out there, but for the most part, I don't think nobody's going to be like, okay, Mister Depresso, how you still depressed? I don't think that's going to happen. It may happen. I just don't think it happened.
I think even 15 years ago.
I think it was a different time in football it would have.
Yeah. Because don't forget, Brandon Marshall, didn't he come out with mental illness?
Yes, he did actually.
About that same time, yeah. I mean,
yeah, he did actually.
I mean, he's no quarterback. You know what I mean? But still, like he wasn't mistreated because of the diagnosis. I think it was bipolar schizophrenia as well. And, I don't think that he got too much. But there is definitely plenty of points in the history of the NFL where you could not come out and say anything like that. For sure.
Can't say. Skip said something like that. He just needs to be silent for a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
People forget quick, man.
Yep. Dance Party says, I'm going to say Skip Bayless sometimes is right because he said Joe Flacco is horrible quarterback, and he ended up being right. Joe Flacco does suck. Joe Flacco sucks during the regular season. Joe Flacco does not suck during the playoffs.
No.
Yes, he does.
You just got to get him there.
Yes, he does. The championship that Baltimore won was not because of Flacco. It was because they had the best defense in the league. If you watch Flacco's performance in that game, he fucking sucked it up. He sucked.
Apparently, the professionals didn't think that because they gave him a max contract the next year.
But how did that turn out for him?
Yeah.
For them that gave him the contract.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they were right. I'm just saying that apparently he showed something in that Super Bowl that made him think that he was going to be the man when they needed it and give him a max contract.
You watched that Super Bowl again and tell me.
Prior to that, I'm not saying he's fire and brimstone during the regular season, but they always call him what they call him, playoff Flacco or some shit like that. Got some little name for him.
Flacco was not good in the playoffs. He was not. That Super Bowl.
I know Skip Bayless called him Fluco.
Yeah, that Super Bowl that they won. No. Flacco did everything he could to give that game away. If it wasn't for their defense, Baltimore would not have won that championship.
I hate having the Cowboys on prime time. I threw up when Troy Aikman and Joe Buck called.
Don't disrespect Troy though. Don't disrespect Troy.
I like Troy, but none of them beat doggone Romo. Romo love what
shit. Romo knows his shit, man.
Before they know it. So
that guy is multi-talented, huh?
So wait, you're saying Romo was a better quarterback than Troy Aikman?
No, commentator.
Better commentator.
Commentator. Oh, okay. Yo, bro, I was watching this game, and I kid you not, Romo called every single fucking play before they even.
Everybody saw that. Everybody saw that. They're blown away.
There are compilations.
This part was like because the part was kind of getting, but man, Romo make it exciting.
Yeah.
Part said, you can let me lead this, you can let me do this, but Romo was like, see, you about to set back here at the 5-yard line, you about to hand off to touch, blah blah blah, boom, play start.
They wanted to give him more airtime, right?
Yeah.
But he's such a good golfer that he can't find time to give more to commentating for football. Well, you ever see this guy golf?
Yeah, he's great golfer.
He's fucking amazing. The pros are freaking out over this guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing with Romo in his commentary, it's not that he's just saying what's going to happen. He's explaining why it's going to happen. He explains like, okay, so you see the defense, you see the outside linebacker, shifting to the left. That means that the play is going to change over here. He's breaking down both why it's going to happen and what is going to happen.
Yeah, he was on point. He was on point.
You wonder why nobody else did that, right?
I don't know.
That's a skill set. That's a skill set.
Yeah, for sure. It's just too bad he couldn't do that when he was playing.
Distractions. The field's in my eyes.
It's just too bad he was a Dallas Cowboy fan because I hate having to doggone talk good about a Dallas Cowboy player. It hurts my soul. Other than Emmitt Smith, gotta hurt my soul to talk good about a Dallas Cowboy.
Even Emmitt, because I would think more so. What's his name? The
Darren
receiver,
Woodson?
Michael Irvin. I like Michael Irvin. He's raw.
I like Irvin.
Don't forget Darren Woodson. He was on those teams too.
Darren Woodson, Leon Lett, all these guys. Charles Haley.
Leon Lett. I love Leon Lett for that fucking fumble.
Buffalo shit. Oh my God.
That was amazing. Jerry Jones' face, priceless. I can remember every demise of Dallas. It was like birthdays.
That was fucked up.
Like birthdays, man. Anniversaries.
I don't disagree. I think
Romo dropping that field goal kick. That was amazing. And then they let him think he's going to run it in, and they tackle his ass like a yard away. Oh.
Listen, man, hold on. Let me explain this real quick, all right? Listen. Okay, at that point, right, the home team takes care of the balls for the kickoffs and for the right.
Tell it to his sweaty palms. Tell it to his sweaty palms.
No, they took a ball out of the box. It's a brand new ball. If you've ever had a ball straight out of the box or whatever, it's slick. There's like a oil to it, right?
It's funny you say that. The ball I got for Christmas, I got out of the box. I threw a perfect spiral to my brother. I couldn't throw one after.
Was it raining?
Sorry?
Was it raining?
No, sorry, there was no weather conditions.
There you go. That's the difference, right? So it was raining and the ball was slick because of the.
But of course, I'm not an NFL player.
Dallas fans, boy. Dallas fans.
You don't play with him, Daddy. You don't play with him. I'm loving this.
They changed who holds who takes care of the balls. They have a whole new section of people that are only in charge of the game balls in every aspect of the game now because they were screwed in Seattle.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Next question. The Texas versus Chiefs games featured the Black Anthem. Was this a good move, or will it just cause more problems for the NFL? I think it's going to cause more problems.
Yes, that's what I think. Because first of all, a lot of brothers didn't even know we had a Black Anthem.
Well, I don't think that the person who wrote it even considered it the Black Anthem. I don't think he wrote it.
Yes, it is. No, yes, it is.
That's what I heard in reference.
No. It's when I was 16, I was dating this girl from the States. Well, not really dating her, but talking to this girl from the States, and she sang it to me for the first time, and I was like, I had no idea there was a Black Anthem. So yeah, it's been around.
I'm saying that the person that wrote it, I don't think that his intention was for it to be the Black Anthem.
No, yes, it was. Okay. It was written as a Black Anthem. You know what I mean? The way it's sung and everything, it was written for that reason. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. I was 16 when I found this out. Before that, I had no idea. So the reason why when it came up, I was like, oh, okay.
I've never heard of that, and I'm 50.
Me either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Right. And to be honest, if I'm not mistaken, Danny, it was created in the South.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, but yeah, a lot of people don't know about it.
I have definitely research it.
Wouldn't it make some kind of news stream prior to it actually going live? There was no leak, there was no nothing. It was just they sang the Black National Anthem at this football game. I'm like, We have a black national anthem?
Mm-hmm.
They've been talking about it for a little bit.
They do.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm not surprised that we do. I'm surprised that they were talking about it.
No, yeah.
I've never heard about it.
Because of when all this stuff started happening, they were talking about doing something like that.
What, the George Floyd thing?
Yeah, and the Jacob and stuff, because they're not as out there as the NBA is. So they were looking at other things to do. Like they even have like a little thing on the field, right? So yeah. So that's fun.
Becky, I agree that Romo's better than Troy, but so you have an analyst and you have a commentator, or you have a play-by-play guy. Sorry, and so Joe Buck is the play-by-play guy. So I don't know if it would work if you had Romo and Aikman together because they're both commentary and analyst, not play-by-play. You still need. I mean, it could work. I don't know, but you need a play-by-play guy.
Yeah, you gotta have that because, like, I remember to me the best two were Pat Summerall and doggone John Madden.
Yes.
So
the best.
Yeah, Pat Summerall like, so John, what did you think about that play?
Oh,
he had a little bit. He's like, oh, but you see here they went on did this, and then you've got to do this, and then wow.
Draw kind of crazy lines on the board. That's what it said. You're at like Dak Prescott is a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong, the guy can play, but he don't pull up like spectacular numbers like every time.
Yeah, what I said was he's gonna be better. He's gonna have a better statistical year than Tom Brady. I never said he's like the best ever or even a great quarterback. He's just
Dak Prescott does put up numbers though.
He does. Last year was
he's good for fantasy, but the thing that kills him is he throws so much interceptions, man.
Mm-hmm.
What?
The interceptions kill him.
He throws so many. I don't think he throws that many interceptions.
Of course, because you're a Dallas fan.
Well, no, I mean, it's because numbers.
Shit. I like you, man.
Yeah. I mean, last year he threw 11 interceptions. Whoa.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot. How many did Brady throw?
Less than that.
I think Brady threw 3. Drew Brees maybe 5. Those are real quarterbacks.
He threw 8.
It's less than 11. There's one statistic.
I think Aaron Rodgers threw less interceptions.
Drew Brees only threw 4.
There you go.
I mean,
I know a little bit of my football. I know a little bit.
Yeah, but I still don't feel like 11 is like an outrageous amount.
It's still more than the other 2 guys I mentioned.
You know, one thing I will say, and this goes for all quarterbacks, sometimes interceptions are not always their fault.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Listen, I find
Jameis Winston threw 30. Oh my God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
I remember.
You know what? I find that the quarterbacks who throw a lot of interceptions are usually the gunslingers who throw a lot of deep balls, and they're great for fantasy. Phillip Rivers, amazing for fantasy. Throws a lot of picks. You know, when I have Phillip Rivers, I'm happy. He's not going to win a lot of games. Their defense sucks, so they rely on his arm, and it's nothing but points.
You got to feel bad for him, man, because like he deserves a better team than what he had in San Diego.
Indy hopefully gives him some life.
Yeah, he had some fire, man. He did talk shit.
Who was the quarterback that came out with him at the same time?
Eli Manning. They did the big trade.
Eli Manning? Okay. No, that's not the one I'm thinking about.
You're thinking about that busted one, right?
Yeah.
Eli
who wanted to kill all the reporters that were calling him out at practice.
Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf came out.
Ryan Leaf.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah. Ryan Leaf. I was thinking about. Oh my God! He was the talk.
What a fail!
The talk. Oh, the number. Didn't he go number 1?
Yeah.
No, he went. No, Peyton Manning did.
Peyton went number. Okay, so he went number 2 because I remember it was 1 or 2. Yeah, it was between the 2.
Because Peyton Manning famously told the Colts that if you don't pick me number 1, I'm going to spend the next 10 years kicking your ass every time we play.
Yes, he did say that. I remember. Yeah, he did say that.
Daniel said Andrew Luck would be nasty on the Buccaneers.
And he's not even in the
Becky said Danny, it should be Shannon in prime time. Yep, I agree with that. Imagine Shannon versus Steven versus Max versus Skip. Yeah, I want to see that. I've been said that. Becky said, I have bipolar mental issues, so unless you know someone with it and understand it, then don't say anything.
That's
I
right.
I agree.
Remember with
Mm-hmm.
CC, we spoke about that. OOC.
Mm-hmm.
Dance party. Danny, you crazy as hell. When you said go get some tissues for my wife. Hey, I'm telling you, go get them. Joe Buck is annoying. I would like Romo and Troy instead of Joe Buck. I discussed that. It's going to be Baltimore Ravens and Tampa Bay Bucks Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson versus Tom Brady.
Either one of them.
I don't know.
It's possible.
Why Cowboys?
I think Casey's going back.
Because they're illusional about their own teams.
Lamar Jackson's better with his feet.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure. No
absolutely.
argument.
I think during the middle of the season, Tampa Bay Bucks and New England Patriots going to make a quarterback trade. Tom Brady goes back to his old team, and Cam Newton goes to Tampa.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, we know you're kidding. Yeah, right.
At that point, Tom Brady may
This
already
is
be
not days of our life here, man. This ain't no soap opera.
At Ghost Fire, no hate that it's Pittsburgh for me. I just don't like the Cowboys.
Neither do we.
Sorry you haven't seen the light yet.
My wife don't like Stephen A, especially when it comes to the Cowboys. I'll be cracking the hell up when she be yelling at TV watching First Take. Yep.
I don't
It's
even bother
coming.
listening.
Yeah, he's a hater.
Just so he can make money off of it. He's a grifter. Go on.
That's
he's a
where
hater.
I met him. That's where I met him and asked Stephen if he would hold my Pittsburgh suck style.
Okay, Becky, who are
And he
you?
said
Like, why are
no.
you meeting all these people? Like, let's talk. Like,
But she goes to
I
the
said
First
no.
Take shows. She
Mhm.
sent us videos when they come into
Oh,
town to Cleveland. She goes to the shows and stuff.
yeah, we need to maybe get a guest on here. By the way, mine already had something happening today. The guy I was talking to about, he already had
Mhm.
things scheduled for today. He wouldn't be able to make it, but hopefully we'll be able to set something up later.
Mm.
She said,
You
guys
tell
are
him.
so
You tell him to set up a day. We'll do it on a different day
Sure.
if you get
Okay.
him on.
Thank you, Becky.
Oh, appreciate it.
You're mad. Do you like Will Kane? I can't stand Will Kane. That mother.
No, so I don't really watch ESPN a lot at all, really. But what I've
Will
seen,
Kane is the Dallas. Oh, I'm sorry.
oh, no, sorry. But yeah, I do know of him. He's fine. I mean, at least he, has the correct beliefs as far as the Cowboys are concerned.
He is
He
disrespectful.
would be,
You come on somebody's show, you don't talk to him the way he be talking to Stephen A. and them. I would never invite his ass back again if it was me.
wait. I mean, have you ever seen how Stephen A. Smith talks to people on it?
This is show.
All right, that's a good point. Good point. But I'm just saying,
That-
Will Kane,
you know what
maybe-
you get. You know what you get when you're going on Stephen A. show. You know what you're gonna get.
yeah. I mean, they keep inviting him back, so I guess they kind of like it.
I
Plus,
think he been there. He been there in a minute.
Oh,
I
has he not?
think he got tired of that.
Yeah, I'd get tired of Stephen A. Smith.
He was like really disrespectful, bro. This.
Oh, was he?
Let's see. Last question is our picks. This should be very good.
Yeah, man.
What
right.
are your predictions for the week? Who would like to go first?
Okay, so let me read out the games.
Wait, let's go. We're gonna go game by game.
Yeah, game by game. I'm gonna read them out. I wrote them all down. So first game, Chief versus Houston. Go with you, Roberto.
Well, that game's done.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
take
Sorry.
the Chiefs.
No. I'm gonna put, I'm
Me
gonna put the Chiefs. I'm gonna put the Chiefs for everybody because next week we'll do the Monday. So I'm gonna put everybody as the Chiefs for that one. Okay.
I think Matt would have with Houston.
No, I wouldn't have. I don't think anybody would.
Sorry, Matt. I'm just hating on you because of your images, man.
Okay, hold on. So Jets versus Bills.
Bills.
Bills. Matt, you said Bills too?
Absolutely.
Danny?
Bills.
Bills. All right.
Wait, hold on a minute. You said for the first one, everybody put KC?
The Chiefs, yeah, I'm everybody because we didn't do it, so I just put it there. Next week we'll do. You guys can either send me the picks for Thursday before, and then I'll add it on to the week so that we get all the games done. So I just put everybody down for that. Next one is Packers versus the Vikings.
Are we gonna do this on every Saturday? Oh, you're talking for the Thursday game. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, what was the next one?
Sorry, Pack versus Vikes.
Ooh.
I'm going Packers.
Where? Where's this game?
I'm guessing in the
Minnesota?
Vikes, yeah, Minnesota.
Well,
I'm
no.
going-
Okay. Versus. Usually, when they say versus,
Versus means the home team is the other one, right?
no, at would
Bills
be
versus-
playing somewhere.
No, versus means they're playing in the Vikes, right?
Yeah,
And
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
No, they're playing at Packers playing at Minnesota.
Yeah,
That's right. Versus is at the home.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the Minnesota.
Okay. Matt?
Yeah. Let me take the Vikings. That's a rough one, man.
Some teams,
Danny?
it depends where they're playing.
Packers.
Because if the Bills were playing the Jets in New York, I would take the Jets.
I'm going to take the Pack. Eagles versus Washington.
Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles.
This is for pride. It's not personal.
Browns versus Ravens.
Ravens.
Who'd you pick?
Oh, Eagles, sorry. So Ravens. Danny?
Ravens.
Me, Ravens. Hey, look, surprising. No one took the Browns. Colts.
Really? Really?
Colts versus the Jags.
Colts.
Yeah, Colts, man.
Colts.
Is that Munchie Cheese still their quarterback
Colts.
for Jacksonville?
No idea. I'm pretty sure he is, though.
Yeah, I'll take the Colts.
I think it's
so
Nick Foles, ain't it?
I think Foles is with he's not with Jacksonville anymore.
Hold on. I'll find out for you guys.
Yeah, Foles ain't with Jacksonville, that's for sure.
Where were you at? Sorry.
Oh, shit. The Colts. Oh, we're talking about Jacksonville's quarterback, right?
Yeah. It's Munchie Cheese.
Yeah.
Foles is in Chicago.
Yeah, Foles is in Chicago now. So, Jacksonville, they have Mayhew.
Mechichi, no?
Are we saying the same?
Munchie, I think his
No.
name is.
Hold
The
on.
guy with that porno star mustache.
Hell yeah, that guy. I like that.
I thought he was spicy for the NFL.
Here it says Gardner Minshew II.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's the
Okay.
porno stash guy.
Okay. All right. So everybody took the Colts. Raiders, Panthers.
Raiders.
Panthers.
Danny said, who said Raiders?
I did.
Okay. Raiders. Roberto said Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me get the Panthers.
Panthers. I'm actually taking the Raiders on this
I
one.
don't trust the Raiders.
Raiders suck.
I'm taking the Raiders on that one. All right. Bears, Lions.
In Detroit? Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, Bears.
Taking
No,
the
wait, I'm
Bears.
sorry.
Danny, Bears.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll take the Lions.
you almost got me. You almost. I'll take the Bears.
I'm taking the Bears too.
This could put me up or have me looking up 3 times.
So you're taking a record too, right, Danny?
Taking what?
You're taking records of our picks too, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. All right. Seattle versus Falcons.
Seattle.
Falcons.
Roberto?
Hold on. Let me feel this. Seahawks.
I'm taking Seahawks as well.
Taking Atlanta.
All right. Dolphins versus the Packs.
Patriots.
Dolphins.
Whoa.
Ooh. Danny said Dolphins. Okay, Matt, you said Pats?
Yeah, I'm taking the Pats.
Roberto?
Yeah, Pats.
Pats. And I'm taking the Pats as well.
I realize the Dolphins always had the Patriots numbers the past 2 years. Right?
In
Yeah, I know.
Miami.
Yeah, I
in
know.
Miami.
They're playing in
They're
Massachusetts.
playing in Massachusetts, so that's the
Yeah.
difference.
Without Tom Brady.
It's okay.
Chargers versus Bengals.
Oh,
Chargers.
fuck.
Hold on.
Who's the helmet for the Bengals now?
That kid they drafted. Who's quarterbacking for the Chargers?
Danny, you said Bengals?
No, I
Good
said
questions.
Oh, Chargers.
I don't know who the quarterback is for the Chargers.
I think it's a rookie quarterback for the Chargers, if I'm not mistaken.
It is for the Bengals too, right? I'm going to take the Bengals.
My Bengals.
What was the last pick? Panthers and
I'm going to take
Dolphins and Pats.
Yeah, that was the last
okay.
one.
I'm going to take. Fuck. I'm going to take the Bengals.
Good choice. Living on the edge.
Bengals and who? Sorry.
Bengals versus Chargers. Chargers versus Bengals. So
I'll take the Chargers.
cool. Cards versus 49ers.
49ers.
Cards.
They're on the road.
Yes, sir.
By the
I'm
way,
taking the 49ers.
you heard that there's a possibility that game and the Cowboys game, those games may not happen tomorrow because of the air quality.
Yeah, I heard. I heard.
Okay, well, I took the 49ers. So Roberto took the Chargers. Okay.
No, I took the Cardinals.
Yeah, Cards, sorry. Bucks versus Saints.
Wait, Danny, who did you take on that one?
49ers.
Bucks.
Oh, okay.
Kind of Buccaneers. Okay. Fuck.
It's New Orleans all the way for me on this one.
Damn.
In New Orleans, that's a tough one, man. Fuck.
Tough choice at
Let
all.
me get Tampa.
Danny said Tampa.
Yeah, one team is recognized, the other one has something to prove. It is very tough. If they were playing in Tampa, I'd take Tampa.
So who you taking?
I
took the Saints, by the way.
I have to take the Saints. They're at home.
Yeah, I took the
I don't like
Saints.
how long it took you, but I'm glad.
Yeah, it was hard because, like I said, no one knows what they're going to do. It could be by week 3. They're handing it to them, right?
Yeah. Okay. So next one is Cowboys and the Rams.
Cowboys.
Rams.
Okay. Roberto says Rams.
Cowboys by 10.
Matt said Cowboys.
You know what? It might come down to me having to choose Dallas and another team to win this fantasy on square one, and I will give it up.
You said Cowboy versus who?
The Rams.
Whoever. Oh, sorry.
I'm going Cowboys.
Okay.
That's right. Don't let your loyalty to the Washington football team blind you to the facts.
No, it's just that I they're the most, like, it would be so hard for me to choose the Toronto Maple Leafs more so than Dallas Cowboys.
Who you going for?
I took the Cowboys.
Yeah, so
Mendiz pick who?
Rams.
I picked the Rams. Come on. Look behind me, Danny.
Hey.
I can't do it. I said I will take a loss.
It hurts me, but at the end of the season,
I will take a loss. Because it's Dallas, I will take a loss. The only way I will choose Dallas is if they're playing Miami.
All right. So next one is Steelers versus Giants.
Why are you doing this?
Wait, what was Steelers, of course. Steelers versus Giants.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, Steelers, man. I don't care where they play.
Dallas Cowboy fans hate the Giants. I don't know why, so I can't listen to man.
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
No, they're irrelevant.
Lonzo will pick the Steelers over every team. So
no, I won't. Not if it's like this. No, I won't. No, not if it's like this.
You told me you picked the Spurs no matter what. Why won't you do that for the Steelers?
I do, but not if we're doing something like this.
I didn't choose, but I didn't choose Washington, right?
Did you not?
No,
I didn't. But I will
I
never
pick the
choose
Steelers.
Dallas. I will never choose Dallas.
Danny said Steelers.
Yes.
And you, Roberto?
Who'd you pick, Gonzo?
I took Steelers. Come on, bro.
And what did Robert put? Roberto pick?
He
I
didn't
took
pick
the
it.
Steelers.
Oh, he took Steelers? Okay.
What is that?
Yeah, is that bleeding into mine only?
No, I hear it too.
Oh,
The
Danny, you got
last
your rating.
game. Somebody do. Danny probably like reading these analysts to see who he can pick or who they should pick.
It sounded like a.
No, I got to work on the other line. I'm trying to
Oh,
answer both of
okay.
y'all.
I was gonna say it sounded like the
Well-
sheriff's office.
Well, this is the last one, then we can close it up. So it's Titans versus Broncos. Whew.
Titans.
Yeah, I'll take the
Danny said
Titans.
Titans.
They're a mile high.
Okay. Are you
I'm
gonna go
taking
out?
Broncos. I'm taking Broncos. Who you taking, Roberto?
Titans.
Titans. And Mad?
Titans.
Shit. You guys made me want to change my pick.
I don't even know what's going on in Denver.
Yeah, you'll do better. If
I
you get
just know
followed.
that.
Okay, yeah, I'm going Titans.
I know the Titans look fucking good last year.
I'm going
Is that how we're
Titans.
like?
All right.
Is that how we're going to pronounce them? The Titans? It's because the Titans.
Yeah, that's how I say it. The Titans.
No, that's too many.
Titans. We're Canadian. We pronounce all the syllables.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Titans.
You forgot we're metric over here? Mad. We complicate shit,
Who'd you
man.
pick for the last game, Gonzo?
Titans.
Tag number and all that. They be
All right.
into
All right, guys. So that's it.
read tags. So she goes to Columbia.
Good luck to everybody, and we'll see who has the best picks for the week next week.
Yeah. By the way, so should I just keep this on my schedule? Because I never know if I'm coming on or not until like 20 minutes before I am.
Yeah, keep it on the schedule.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, keep it on schedule. I mean, you're already in the league, so right now, so you might as well keep it on the schedule.
Well, I'll make it. Well, I guess that's it then, guys.
I guess he'd be happy when what's his name comes on, huh?
Who?
The other Cowboy fan.
Oh,
What's
Any-
his name?
Was it
Diesel?
Yeah.
Diesel, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Two Cowboy fans can reach the Phantom Zone.
I might call in sick that day, Danny. That's too much for me, brother. That's too much for me.
Shit.
I just bought this computer. I don't want to bust it.
All right. So we could lock it off, Danny.
cool. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being here, chat.
Good seeing you, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
good seeing you.
Yeah, fantastic
My
show.
cowboy brother.
We went right at 2 hours and 30 minutes. It was a good show. That work is getting picked up, so I got to go handle that. But we'll
All right,
be back at the same time. We'll chat throughout the games tomorrow, me and Ozzo.
Yep.
And till then, man, y'all take it easy. And we appreciate everybody for joining us on the show.
See you soon, Ford.
Yep. Peace out, guys.
Peace.
We ain't got no more words for brothers that be stepping in friend. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, I and I for 95, 96. Word to Mother Soul Brother Records. My man ran bangers in the